Philadelphia. I'm Bruce Buffer. It's time for the Anthony Gorgano Show.
Live from the Xfinity studio. Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday to all across the Delaware Valley. This is the Anthony Gargano Show presented by the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. So, I got a whole Eagles thing, but before I get to that, can I just tell you, let's go Flyers. Let's go Flyers. My God. They're a blast, man. They go into Montreal and win again. All right? Like, that's a place they never win at. And they went in and dominated a really good offensive team. First of all, Vladar is ridiculous, right? He snuffed out they had good chances. They didn't have a ton of shots, Montreal, but they had a lot of good chances, and Vladar snuffed them all out. Then you got Zegras again. Risto's back. That helped on the blue line. Look, they're good. They're fun. They're exactly where I hoped they would be, on the track upward. They're there. We're on this, when you go on the roller coaster down the shore, and you're like, chick, 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 chick. That's what we're doing. Going up. They're fun. They're real. You got to get Michkov back. His head. Last night, I saw it last night, and like you could see, he's swimming a little bit. There was a power play. It was third period. The Flyers had a power play, and he had the puck in the right-hand corner, and he bad pass, giveaway. Now, it didn't cost him, but you could see he was mad. They actually had a shot on the bench, and he was head down and smashing the stick. So, you get him right, you're good, all right? And you can start adding. I mean, this is a good team, fun team. All right, let's talk Birds now because we are in the teeth of it. Saturday, the first Saturday game, we got it. Here it is. Eagles Commanders. The line's up to 6.5 on the BetParks app. I think I feel good about them, man. I think they're gonna roll. But this is what I feel really good about. I feel good about the run. And all of my hopes and dreams lie on the one side of the ball. This is Philadelphia. We love defense. Somewhere, the soul of Bill Bergey's around, right? Carl Hairston, people that you didn't even know who played here in the 70s, on through Buddy Ryan and that incredible defense. We still see Seth Joyner, face of defense. Look at that. Seth's face, the bald head, the chiseled jaw. That's defense, right? Through Jim Johnson and that incredible defense that we love with Doc and Trot and that whole crew, Hugh, right? Like, that was defense. We're all about defense. And I look at this team and I see the same thing. I see an elite defense. Look, you want to call them 1, 2, 3 in the league? Go ahead. Like, I think Houston's probably 1. Denver's good. Seattle's good. I'll take the Eagles too. All right. Some days I got to meet with the Texans. All right. Like, just go through it. There's been no Jalen Carter the last couple of weeks because of the shoulder procedures. BG slides inside. Look what BG's done. 2 sacks on Sunday, right? Like, Ojimo playing a million snaps, playing great football. The ends are playing terrific. Nolan Smith is terrific. I'm a Phillips man, right? I look at that defense. Then you go to the next level. Zach Bourne, the Kobe Dean, flying, right? Flying around the ball. Coop. Reed's doing well at the other safety spot, right? Look at the other corner spot. Adoree Jackson is actually contributing, playing good football. The best player of all that talent, the best player is Q. I saw a stat the other day. and I was like blown away by it because you know it. You're not like when you see it, you're not surprised. There it is. Quinyon Mitchell, the only cornerback in the NFL with 500 plus coverage snaps and 0 touchdowns allowed. Are you kidding me? Like, we talk about, lockdown, Guantanamo Bay, right? Guantanamo Bay's the best. All that stuff. Q Island. He's that good. He's such a great player. He just takes guys out. So when you're looking at that defense, I go bring it on, especially like if you look at the Rams and if Devontae Adams is gimpy and the hamstrings there. And I got to tell you, I love Puka to death. He's a great player, best receiver in the league, but it's one guy. This defense gives them a fighting chance in every game. And I think defense still wins more than ever in this era of football. Defense is pronounced in this era of football. And this defense is a great defense. Look, that Bear game, I chalk it up to a couple things. One, I think they got shook a little bit by their inside zone blocking, right, on that scheme with the Bears. But in truth, Carter was playing with the 2 bum shoulders. And they just had been on the field, the Packers and the Lions, right? Like a lot, and the Cowboys, like a lot of snaps. The offense putting them on the field, playing lots of snaps, playing a long time on the field. I just think at that point, a Friday game, I think they were a little beat up on that moment. I have my trust in this defense, and shouldn't that be the way? Look, we've always been this defense, run the ball town. That's who we are. And last year, they won it by running the football and playing good D. Certainly the defense is what won the Super Bowl, but they were able to get Saquon big yards. This year, I think it's plausible that their defense just carries them back to a Super Bowl. Like, again, I don't fear Jordan Love and the Packers. I don't fear Brock Purdy and CMC and Kittle. I don't fear them. Not with this defense. This defense is that good. It's going to keep you in the game. And as long as they keep you in the game, I'm telling you, I think they're going to win. I think the offense gets a little confidence. They're dangerous, and we got another run. I don't know. Defense, Eagles, Texans? What do you think? I like that Super Bowl. Give me the Eagles and the Texans. Good morning, VG.
What's up, buddy? Love defense. I think the Texans are going to the Super Bowl. I don't know about the Birds. I don't know. I don't know if it's... The defense is great. I don't know if the offense, it's such a question mark at this point. We had one good game against the Raiders.
No, and I get it. But
and I mean, to say they're going to, if they have to play the Rams, they're not going to hold them to 16 points. Can this team put up 24 against the Rams?
Yeah, I mean, listen.
They did earlier in the year.
If Devontae Adams is banged up, I mean, they can hold them to low 20s.
I don't know. It just feels like
I've seen them do it before.
You could be right. I don't know how they held the Packers to what they held 9 points, 7 points in Detroit, but is that going to happen again? Can it happen again?
Their defense is great. Like
it is great.
Like when you're attacking, how I judge it, because I'm such a nerd, is I look at it and I go, all right, how would I attack? Like in 2022, when they went back to the Super Bowl against the Chiefs, I thought the defense was smoke and mirrors. Like, the front was good, but the back seven was awful, all right? Good quarterbacks that year darted them to death. And they got lost. Like, it was like, because they didn't play a lot of good quarterbacks. And the league is devoid of a lot of good quarterbacks. So I thought that was a big deal. And, look, in the end, Mahomes' second half went through them. Mm-hmm. This defense is so good. How do I attack them? I go, all right, I'm going to try to run the ball.
Yes,
All right.
which teams have
I'm
done
going
that
to try to run the ball
successfully.
Other than the Bears, how much success have teams had?
I don't know. It feels like we've seen people gash them. It doesn't feel like that to you?
No.
Huh.
Gas them?
Yeah,
That's a strong word.
I feel like they've been weak against the run this year. I do.
Really?
I do. Where do they?
Weak?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't.
In the red zone. Their red zone defense is.
My perception is not weak.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I don't. How many 100-yard backs take away the Bear game?
Yeah.
But I mean, they stopped Gibbs.
They did stop.
They stopped Jacobs.
I know. I don't
These
know
are
why.
two of the great
I don't know why I
backs
feel like that to
in
be.
the league. They stopped them.
Let me see. Rushing.
And they lost to the Cowboys not because of Javonte Williams.
Yeah, I mean they're in the bottom third with rushing yards per game.
I mean, so part of that is the Bear thing.
That's not one game. Not going to skew it that much.
Yeah, I mean, bottom third.
They're giving up $125 a game.
How many 100-yard rushers?
Yeah, but how many 100-yard rushers are there each week? I don't think there's many of them anymore.
Yeah,
in the fantasy world, 100-yard rushers don't happen like they used to.
Time and place, dude. I think that number's skewed. There's been a couple big runs. I don't find them to be a porous run defense.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
Jordan Davis had a huge. I don't know why I have that perception. Maybe I'm alone. Maybe the chat will help me out.
It's why I don't look at stats because I think stats lie. But let's look at the games. All right, and you tell me where this defense has been so bad against the run. All right, first Cowboy game, no. Chiefs, no. The Rams, what did Kyron Williams do in that game? Kyron Williams, all right, 20 carries, 94 yards.
Yeah, he's averaging 4.7 a carry.
Okay. So, all right, Kyron had a good game. Tampa.
You don't even like him.
I'm not in love with him, but, Tampa, Bucky Irving, 15 carries, 63 yards. It's Bucky Irving. I love Bucky Irving.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
The Broncos, I don't know how they won that game. I hate the Broncos. They're a team I hate. All right? I really do. J.K. Dobbins, 20 carries, 79 yards, 4 yards a carry. I don't know. Giants, when they lost to the Giants that Thursday night.
Yeah, Scatterbo tore him up.
Yes, he did. That was the short week one.
Dude, can we talk about their short weeks? This is 3 games in 13 days. The schedule maker's really sticking it to the birds here.
Yeah, well, even short weeks.
Coop was like, man, I'm tired.
Yeah, well, I guess so. Look at the Packers. Jacobs, 21 carries, 74 yards. That's Josh Jacobs, cuz. How about the Lions? Let's look at what Gibbs' final stat was. Gibbs, Jameer, the best back in the league. 12 carries, 39 yards.
What Montgomery have?
All right.
Montgomery's averaging 4.5.
6 carries, 27 yards. Woo. What are you, nuts? Come on, bro.
I don't know. It just feels like when you watch the games, it doesn't feel like
the opposite.
Don't feel like they're run stuffers.
I don't feel like. Let's look at Omarion, Hampton, and Vidal. All right, 27. Well, they 13 for 56. Vidal 14 for 44. 3.1. They got hurt because of Herbert.
You skip over Javonte Williams. Didn't he have a good game?
Javonte, let me look. The Cowboys. Is that how they won? Did they win from Javonte? I don't remember that. 20 carries, 87 yards. What? Dude, I don't know why. That's not like, oh, God, being gassed. Yeah. The only game they were truly gassed was the Bear game. I do think short weeks, you can run on them.
Why? What? You think a one-day difference makes it's only short weeks they're getting run on?
I saw it against the Giants, and I saw it against the Bears. It's a Thursday and a Friday game. There were the 2 worst rushing performances happened on a Thursday and a Friday.
It's just when I think of how
this defense is impenetrable.
When I think about how great this defense is, I don't know why the run stuffing aspect doesn't jump out to me. I think about the corners, I think about the linebackers, I think about the pass rush.
Well, I don't know. Their front seven's good. Like,
They're great.
so what? Like,
But they're average, I think, at stopping the run. Say that.
okay.
But if I'm going to attack them, I'm going to attack a Dory Jackson. That's all I'm going to do.
Right. So you're not even going. You're going to go there first. You're going to try to go there first.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going there first if I'm a coordinator.
You're going to try to isolate your guy.
He's been playing pretty well, too.
Shanahan,
Last couple weeks, Adoree.
Huh?
Adoree's been playing pretty well the last couple weeks. I mean,
He has.
He's been showing.
He's played against junk. I mean, Herbert with one hand. I'm not even a Herbert fan, but with one hand, that thing last week, Kenny Pickett, Caleb. I mean,
That thing last week.
Caleb throw for 130 yards.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think if you had
Not an Adoree. Listen, what is going on, man? Everyone's an Adoree Jackson. You guys got jerseys now, Adoree Jackson.
listen,
Maybe.
What the heck is happening in here?
here's the issue. I'm not telling you.
Yeah,
I'm not telling you he's Dion, right?
Where's your Eagles tattoo at?
I'm not telling you that.
going
I'm just telling you that he hasn't been terrible. Like,
Yeah.
all right.
But
the rest of
what
the
they put
defense,
out as a quarterback,
the
Kenny
rest of the
Pickett is
defense
ridiculous.
compensates. The defense is good.
I'm not saying they're not
That's
good.
why-
I'm just saying I
listen,
attack Adoree Jackson. He
that's-
stinks.
I'm not telling you that Dory Jackson doesn't stink. I'm just telling you that they've been able to mask that
Yes.
spot.
Yes.
That's all.
Against some
I'm
mid
like Epps too.
against some mid quarterbacks. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well, I mean, all I know is I watched the Lions, and they shut down the Lions.
I don't know how they did it, but they did.
They shut
Yes.
down the Packers.
They did. That's your boy. Overrated Jordan Love. That's your boy. They shut him down.
They're all my boys, right? Herbert's my boy.
Herbert and Jordan Love are your boys.
Listen. I like Justin Herbert.
Now you're not
I've
even
said
afraid
it.
of the Packers. That's how average Jordan Love is. You're like, I'm not afraid of Packers.
Well, without Micah Parsons, I mean, I'm not afraid of Packers. I listen. I never tell you
How about
that.
a road game to the Green Bay in the playoffs?
What's that?
Road game to Green Bay in the playoffs doesn't worry you?
Nah. I don't know. I'm not
They just
afraid
beat
of-
Green Bay in
He's all
Green Bay.
beat up. Yeah, I know. You're going to beat them twice?
Yeah.
Listen, is it a tough game? Yeah, it's a tough game. But I'm not afraid. I mean, the only teams, I'm afraid of two teams. I'm afraid of the Rams for obvious reasons. And I got a little pang of fear, not outright teeth chatter fear, but I got some fear with the Lions again.
Yeah.
I just think that, if they get in, their offense just makes them dangerous. Like I know they're banged up, secondary. I don't know what their health situation is, but I think they're dangerous.
I mean, they should win their next 3 games, but Baldy's saying they haven't won 2 games in a row all season.
Yeah, I mean they've had some issues. Like you got to see how it all
They
plays
got
out.
the Steelers, the Vikings, Bears. I mean, the Lions should win all 3 of those games. Well,
Yeah.
that'll put them in.
Is the Bear game in Detroit?
No, Soldier Field.
All right. Well, yeah, like
And
that offense outside is obviously not as dangerous as it is inside. On
Be a
the
very
fast track.
cold game.
Yeah. And I mean, Baldy said yesterday the Niners will put up 28 points on anybody. Can the Birds put up 30 against the Niners?
Dude,
Probably. The
Dude,
defense
they're not
stinks.
putting up 28. Listen, I love Baldy to death. He goes overboard with some things. I love him to death. Nobody knows more football, but he does go overboard. I know. I've been with him forever.
Oh man, fit that flex. And Rams don't quote scare me, but they're definitely a
Fit that, my
formidable
boy.
opponent.
Fit that. Yes.
There we go.
Come on in, Fit that.
Can we
Fit that. I need you on Monday, by the way. Ready Terminal Market. We will be there.
Wanamaker as well tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes. Hey, while you brought that up, tomorrow, what time's the show tomorrow?
2 to 12, 12 to 2, not 2 to 12.
Right. Tomorrow, we are going to the Wanamaker building. We are doing the show from the Light Show.
Yeah.
All right. We're all going to be holidayed up. All right.
All right.
Like, I love it. This is my favorite time. So noon to 2 tomorrow from Wanamakers. We're also going to show the Light Show.
Yes, we are.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
So, yes,
Nice.
we're going to show the Light Show.
There's an organ player as well at 145. So
Is that the largest pipe organ in the world?
It's the great.
extremely loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So don't forget, tomorrow, 12 to 2, special Christmas edition, the Light Show tomorrow.
Nice.
All right, so set your clocks, and if you're in town, come on by, man. It's gonna be fun. I want to get all. I love this time of the year, so it's the best.
Dude, I just walked through there last week. I love that building.
It's
a little
greatest.
depressing because the store's not there.
I
But when
know.
you see the light show happening,
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, get in the spirit with us. Come on.
And Monday, Reading Terminal Market, the second show at the Reading Terminal Market. We do the day before Thanksgiving, and we do Christmas week. So we will be at Reading Terminal Market on Monday. The whole gang, everybody from here from PHLY. So come on out and join us. That show will start at 9, go all day.
yeah. My buddy Bobcats took off work. He's coming back out. He can't resist. He can't resist these Reading Terminal drinking days.
I wonder if Pat is in.
I hope
Pat.
that would be great.
Speaking of lights, I got one question.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
like
like
it.
these questions.
So my house is pitiful.
Do you have lights up? Like on the
I got
outside?
one string that I can reach. But I can't do the roof myself, and I look pitiful. Right? I look. So I'm thinking, how can I dress it up?
You got to get us pictures of your house at night with the light up.
It's bad. I wouldn't share it. I'm embarrassed. My wife's embarrassed. She's like, it looks like what's it called? Charlie Brown house. So
Charlie Brown house.
What color lights do you go? Do you go color or do you go
she
white?
likes white. I don't like
See,
white.
the white is so boring.
I
You're gonna have a
agree.
little flavor, you know?
I like the
Well,
flavor.
it's classy. It's elegant, but I'm not down with it.
Yeah.
She
With
likes
the icicle the lights that come down.
I prefer the
I
other.
like it gaudy and all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gingerbread house.
My house is pathetic. It's bad, right? So I was thinking, and I don't have the outlets, and I'm not an electrician, and I don't know
I don't
lights.
have the outlets. It's called an extension cord.
No, but I got one over there. But the way I tried to do
For
it once
outside?
before, for
Oh,
outside.
yeah. You need the power hookups outside.
Like, so here's the thing. Do they make battery lights?
They do, but I don't think big enough for the house.
Yeah.
I have like
They
little,
die fast though.
little tiny
What is
LED
it?
ones.
They would die fast. Like you'd be
Yeah,
changing
you
batteries
need a
left and right.
generator to do outdoor
Yeah.
lights. Do for
Oh,
walls.
really?
Yeah. You
There's
double
no
A's
way
on
the
deck.
outdoor lights work?
Well, I don't think on
Like, I got
LED.
bushes, right? So I wanted to put them like on the bushes. and
Yes.
stuff.
Oh, you could.
There might be solar
The
power.
LED ones are super tiny. I have them in my house. They're only like a foot long, like 2 feet long.
Could be some solar power lights that you can get to have like a little thing that you put out there, charges during the day, and then when it has a timer and comes on at a certain time.
I got to figure it out.
You got to think about for next year. You got to start planning.
Why not get a blow up? Do like a Rudolph or a Santa.
No.
A Frosty.
He's not a blow up guy.
Yeah, then you can have
No.
Moss tackle it.
No. Well, I mean, you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea, but it's too late for that. I got to get light. I need some lights. It's terrible.
You do a real tree or fake tree? Somebody wants to know. Jake Real.
So we always did the real tree, but we found this artificial tree that is beautiful. So we stuck with that. Plus, I am deathly allergic to them.
To trees?
Yeah, to pine.
Oh.
The pine tree. If I'm in I usually suck it up because I like the real tree, but it's been so much better. The last 3 years we found this artificial tree. It's beautiful. Like it looks like a
Yeah.
So we have that. But I do like the real tree.
Well, so let me ask you: are you a garland or tinsel or popcorn? Like, do you trim it with a garland, tinsel, popcorn, anything?
Garland and both tinsel.
Yeah,
too.
throw a little tinsel on too.
Yeah, I like the tinsel.
Little puppy and leaves tinsel. I mean, it's supposed to be a big thing, right? I was always warned:
Oh.
don't let the dogs near the tinsel.
Dude, we don't have any tinsel on this tree.
Good.
That's a good idea.
What's wrong with
we
the
were
tinsel
gonna-
and the dog?
We were going to dress up even more. Like tonight, we have the Christmas. So Moscow has a Christmas pageant tonight. So we have our Christmas party
Okay.
here.
Yeah.
So I can't go to the pageant. Not that he cares because it's a Christmas play. And I think he's doing, I don't know, some sets or something like, or he's barely in it. He's got, he's too cool for school.
Yeah.
So my wife and my mother are going to go, and I'm coming to the party because it's like whatever.
What show is it? What is he doing? Do you know?
I don't know. It's an original
Christmas Carol or something?
No, it's I don't know. They do their original. I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Anthony did it, but neither of them like to do the parts. Like you probably would be great at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we say Rich McAteer's bringing it up? He spent $110 on a 7-foot tree. Like I went out with my mom. It was like $119 for a 6-foot tree. The tree prices. Why are they so expensive?
That's why you
now?
do the fake,
why
man.
Why is it harder to grow trees? Why is growing trees more expensive now than before? Water, sun, and the tree
That's
grows.
why you do the fake. One set price and you're done.
Uncle Frank knows houses. He said, Anthony, get the projector. It's like $40.
Somebody else said that in the chat. Get the
What's the projector?
It's like a projector that goes onto your wall
Like the
of your
facade
house.
the
Yeah, and then
outside.
it can
They'll
do
put a scenery up on it.
Yeah, it can do all different types of light shows on there. So you can have like a crazy little thing going,
really?
like swirl, or you can have like little stars, different things in it. Yeah, it boosts. It boosts the.
Like Home Depot has it?
Oh yeah, you could get that at Home
Ace, I
Depot.
wonder if
Ace
Ace-
would definitely
Would Ace
100%.
have it?
Ace would 100%.
Oh, I gotta go to Ace.
Ace has a great Christmas like light
I
area.
gotta go to Ace. Ace is our
Yeah.
best.
I tell you just one Christmas tree. My dog Brody, he's a coonhound border collie mix. He goes over to my mom's house. He just takes leaks. She's got a big tree. He never sees a big tree in the house. He takes a leak on the tree.
You did?
He's done it twice. Yes.
Oh my God! Oh, we got to take a break. Are we? I start going on these tangents, and
We might be a little over here.
I apologize. I can go all day on this stuff. This is our line today. EJ's coming up. Our man Franny Films. Sielski. His book is done. All right, it's coming out next year. We're going to talk to him about it. Rocky, and of course the brain. That's the lineup for today. Let's take care of some business. Back in a sec. Let's talk Xfinity. Holidays are going to be here. Sports is going to be on. People are going to be over the house. Make sure your setup is legit only with Xfinity. Don't be like VG over here, all right? You call yourself a football fan, act like it. Get Xfinity, the perfect fan flex. You got all your favorite teams all in one place. The way you're going to watch is next level, all right? You got the best picture and sound with enhanced 4K. That's Xfinity. So clear, feels like you're in the stadium. I can have 4 games going on. I had the NHL on last night. I have 4 games going on. On top of that, real live notification, stats right on my television. The best seat in the house every time. Next game day, make sure that big fan isn't a big fail. Learn more at Xfinity.com. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. The holidays are here, Philadelphia. You're looking for last-minute gifts? Dick's Sporting Goods is your destination for gifts for everyone on your nice list. From Eagles gear for the diehard fan to the latest sneakers. I love the sneakers. For the athlete in your life, cleats, equipment, you name it, apparel, stylish apparel for the whole family. Massimo has a Christmas play. He needed something nice to wear. My wife found a 3/4 beautiful top, 3/4 zip that he wore. He came out. I said, wow, he looked great. Dick's has it all under one roof. And with holiday deals happening now, it's the perfect time to check off your list while spreading cheer. Skip the stress, all right? Shop smart. Give the gift of sport this season in store or online at Dicks.com. Nothing better. Sports, baby. Give the gift of sports this holiday season. All right. Uncle Frank said I should hire VG to stand out my house. Like, what's he, the Grinch?
Like the Grinch. Yeah, you can paint him green, feed him IPAs.
Dude, he would be great as a Grinch.
He'd be a good Grinch. Look
It
at him.
would be great. You have a Grinch face.
You gotta
I got a Grinch
It's
physique.
like an angular.
give the
could go
camera a good Grinch face.
Yeah.
It's a Grinch face.
Like a big grin, you know, like that. Like
Yeah, like, you know. Yeah,
Yes,
there it is. Here it is.
Dude, that's what the projector looks like. You put stuff on your house like
That
that.
looks awesome. It ain't gonna look like that at my house. It looks like Home Alone.
Yes.
My house just looks like Alone. Oh my God. All right. Let us go to our buddy on the Xfinity mobile call-in line. Does such a wonderful job with the birds, covering them. E.J. Smith.
Give me that E, give me a J, give me an E-J, give me that E.J. Smith.
Morning, EJ.
What's going on, guys? I was enjoying the Christmas light conversation. If you're hoping to get off of that topic, you brought on the wrong guest. I gotta tell you.
Are you a big Christmas light man?
I'm a big Christmas decoration, Christmas time guy. Our lights are like yours right now because they're struggling. The Eagles' schedule has been all over the place. My wife, she likes to put the icicles up on the house, but I tell her like you can't do that unless I'm home. And my wife's a nurse, so like she works all day, like
Right.
3 days a week, and then I'm down at the complex, so we have not had time to put the icicles up. And it's a little sad at the Smith house right now.
I
We need
know.
to
I feel the
tighten it
same
up.
way.
Yeah.
I'm like, I love Christmas. I love it. It's
Yeah.
just it's like every day I wake up. It's like, all right, the alarm clock goes off 5:30. I'm like 5:30 again.
Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like
Snap out of it, man. Do it. Get your house together. Oh man, my house like a
Also,
holiday.
I'm a white
wonderland.
light
You
guy.
have children, all right?
Yeah.
Talk to you. You got 2 kids and you got to chase around.
I'm a white light guy. I don't like the colored lights. I think the
You're like my
classic white lights.
Well, he's a classy guy. It's the
My
elegance,
wife likes the
class.
white
appreciate
lights.
that.
I don't. I like colors.
Yeah.
Give me the.
My neighbors have the colored
red,
lights.
the
I like them. I
green.
like them. Yeah, but when you see the red lights only, you're like, is that brake lights? I don't know. I like a clean look.
I wouldn't
you know?
go red lights only. It's you can't go.
Well,
red.
that's
a
like
lot.
hell. Christmas hell. Hell. Like, you need
Red light only.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
It's red light now.
It's a red
Maybe I
light
do want to go now.
That's adult Christmas there. Red light only.
No, I want the lights. I like the colors. It's beautiful. Twinkle, twinkle. All right. So my theory is, I think I love this defense. Now you tell me, because we've been debating this. VG has the sense that they are a porous run team. I don't. Like I look at it and I go, all right, it was 2 games. They gave up the Bear game and the Giant game. And that's really it. Like, a couple guys had get 80 yards, but I don't find them to be a total weak against the run squad.
No, I wouldn't say weak. I think they, especially if you look at the stats from early in the season, they're kind of like middle of the road in terms of success rate against the run. Even if you take out that Bears game, they're kind of like right smack dab in the middle. But I think since the bye week, I would imagine that they probably rank more toward the top in run defense. So to me, it's like they're the type of defense that's not great at always getting off the field against a really good offense, but they're efficient in the red zone. They're efficient against the pass. So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think that's like the one way you feel like you might be able to get this defense is just like the way that the Bears did, but. It's a tough one you can't really lean on it. It's a high degree of difficulty, and you're not always going to get that against this defense.
Yeah, because EJ, I saw them stuff Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yeah,
I
who's
saw
like the
them
best
stuff
running back in
Josh
the NFL
Jacobs.
this year. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean they've faced some talented running backs and they've done a really good job against them. So I think, and some of it might be down to like the matchup, because against those teams with those really elite running backs, they're going to make sure that they deploy the necessary resources to stop the run. But I that's something that you heard about Vic before he got here, is that he's actually, what, I got the number for you right here. Okay, so since week 10, they rank number 1 in the NFL in run defense success rate.
Take
Rushing
that,
All right.
Clinch!
All right. All right.
Yes, Mr. Stat! Oh, Clinch!
All right. Nice pull there, EJ.
Yeah, no, I had True Media up in the other window, and I was like, if I take out the first half of the season, it looks a lot different. So, no, I mean, that you could
I
probably
still
call
said
that
I targeted Dory Jackson, first of all.
you could probably call that the Jalen Phillips and Nolan Smith coming back from injury effect right there. Those guys setting the edge.
Yeah, baby.
It's an Eagles defense, right?
Yeah, baby.
Let's just say, I mean, Josh Jacobs, he hasn't reached 100 yards all season in any games.
Oh,
It's not like you're stopping Walter Payton.
well, he's been banged up.
Right.
Anyway, so what do you make? So what'd you make of yesterday, Jalen, and what's your, it's some of these press conferences. I'll be honest with you, I have press conference fatigue.
I get it. I get it. You know, there's definitely a lot. You hear the same stuff from some of these guys. A lot of, especially at this point in the year. You know, you're going to hear a lot of the same stuff. But to me, the Jalen stuff, I think, you know, I think it's sometimes my predecessor would have called it myth making, right? You know, and I think Jalen sometimes likes to kind of feed into this built for the moment, built for the adversity. And I think that's what you see from him and what you've seen from him since that game. You know, he wants to kind of, he has a big performance and he wants you to know, like, this is what I do. Like, there's a nonchalance to it, right? And that's his personality. You know, I think he's very aware. He's not, I take him at his word that he's not aware of the narrative necessarily. Like, I don't think he, you know, indulges too much about, I don't know if he's rabbit-eared at the very least, but what I do think is that he really
I don't
cares
get the
about,
sense that he's rabbit. I agree with you.
yeah, but I do think he cares deeply about his legacy and, you know, how he would be
he's
viewed.
prideful,
when it's
man.
all said and
He's a
done.
prideful guy. You know.
Yeah, you can't have a clothing brand that's called Rare Breed and not be prideful, right? So,
Right.
I think that stuff leans into that. And listen, I think that's a lot of quarterbacks have that type of persona. So,
I actually think you need to have that to be a successful quarterback. Like you gotta believe it, man. Like, you know, you got guys hunting you, you got all the pressure in the world on you. You gotta believe it. You gotta buy it. It's why the fact that he leaned into the Jordan thing so much, I liked it. I like it. I think go ahead, man. I want you to do that. Like the ultimate winner. Go be like it. Go be like Mike. Yes, I'm down.
yeah, you know, the expression to be an NFL quarterback, you either have to believe in God or think you're God, right? You know, I think that, you know, that the more you're around these guys, the more you realize that holds true. And yeah, with Jalen, I think he's in pursuit of greatness. And, you know, that is like what makes him so admirable at times because, you know, you do see him add things to his game and there's a selflessness sometimes toward winning. But yeah, no, I think that this is the other side where it's like, this is what I do. Why are you guys so surprised that I had my best game after my worst game?
Right. Now, again, you know, I mean, he's not without his flaws, so I get it.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, if he runs, again, it all goes, that's one of his superpowers. Like, it's so obvious. Him under center, let's discuss because it feels like he's now fully bought in to playing under center.
Yeah, no, I mean, and they need him to, especially obviously his legs were a bigger part against the Raiders, but I think we've been calling for it all year that if he's not going to be a big part of the run game, he's got to be under center. And you know, the thing I find interesting about it is like it's obvious to me that Jalen is embracing this like maturation of being an NFL quarterback, you know, wanting the full menu, the full array of, you know, the scheme and being able to, you know, go through progressions and be more of a pocket operator. Playing under center is a big part of that. You know, if you see, you know, some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, especially some of the more veteran quarterbacks in the NFL, that transition to being under center more often is an important part of playing in the NFL. So, you know, I think that what you hear around the building is that, you know, he's worked hard at being better at under center. He obviously didn't do it very much or if at all in college. So, you know, it's a real learning curve for everybody that comes in the league. You hear about it across the league. Like Caleb Williams is another example of a guy who's had to adapt to it. But no, I think that's a necessary adaptation that we're going to see from Jalen Hurts in the next, honestly, this season and moving forward. I think it's going to be important too.
Yeah, I think it's paramount. Buddy of mine, Vinny, asked me yesterday, he said, listen, would you shut down, if you're locked into the 3 seed, would you shut down Juergens and Dickerson being so banged up against Buffalo and Washington, rest them up?
Yeah, you know, the Buffalo one is the one for me. I feel like, I don't know what the precedent is, but I feel like it almost makes more sense to rest as many guys as you can for the Buffalo game and then play at week 18 to be ready for the playoffs. Again, I don't know, you know, what the Eagles haven't done it. Obviously, the Eagles usually would rest in the regular season finale, but no, I think that makes total sense. I think if you can get those guys, you know, you saw how like Dickerson looked out of after the bye. I think if you can get those guys a week, I don't know about the 2 weeks. I doubt they would want to give them that much time, but if you can at least get them a week before the wild card round, I do think that'd be wise to do. Are they going to do it? That would be my real question. You know, they've been they haven't really been careful with those guys necessarily. If
Yeah.
they've been able to play, they play them. This dates all the way back to when we went into the season and we were talking. Do they really want to have Landon ready for week 1? So my guess is it's not that simple, but I do think if you can get him a week, it would make all the sense in the world to make sure that they get some rest before the
Yeah,
playoffs.
especially it's Buffalo.
Can
That game's gonna be.
Can they be
brutal.
locked in that early? Like after this week, they could be locked in. It feels like everyone's still going to be competing for that number 2.
Yeah,
seed.
I was looking at this from Deniz earlier this morning. I think it's like a 7% chance that they can get the 2 seed if they lose. So I think they could be basically locked into the 3 seed after this week. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Who do you fear? Let's look at the landscape.
Yeah.
I mean, we're gonna be having this conversation 1,000 times, but until it's all locked in and you find out your opponent, who are you looking at? Like, who gives you? I have obviously the obvious. We all agree is the Rams, right?
Yeah.
Who else?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think obviously the Lions, like, you don't even know if they're going to get in. But if you told me that the Lions are coming back to the link, I wouldn't feel amazing about it.
Funny, man. I said the same exact thing.
Yeah.
thing.
And it's funny because they might not even get in. So it's, it might be a moot point. But, I wouldn't feel great about them coming back to the link. I don't know what to make of the Bears. I think the Bears, we're going to learn a lot over the next couple of weeks if you really fear them going into the playoffs. Am I crazy for being a little bit worried about the Bucks? Just historically,
dude?
He's on the same train with you.
You know what's funny? I said this to Boldy yesterday. I know it was a debacle against the Falcons. They blew a 28-14 lead. Their defense isn't great. Like, their back end is pretty bad. But, man, they got Evans back.
Yeah.
Ibuka. They got McMillan back. Godwin. Bucky Irving. White. Tucker. Like, that's formidable, man.
You know what else it is too? It's like their personality, especially offensively. The way that the Eagles just played against the Raiders, and the way the Raiders offense just kind of just quit. The Bucks aren't doing that. I think that they're the type of for a boxing analogy here, like, you bloody their nose and they're like, all right, now it's time, let's go. So I don't know. It just, again, I think it's probably just seeing this team struggle against the Bucks as much as they have. Having a lot of respect for Todd Bowles. I know that people, the Eagles obviously have a lot of respect for him. It wouldn't feel great if they were, even if they were headed to the link, it wouldn't feel great.
Their coach just had a meltdown. I mean, they're at the position where their coaches having meltdowns at the press conference. I mean,
well, Nick Sirianni's had a few of those, right? I don't know. I don't know. I'll tell you, I don't fear the 49ers.
I'm on the opposite.
Yeah.
We're total frenemies today. I'm opposite.
I don't fear the 49ers.
Brock Purdy.
You're rattling off the Buccaneers' offensive talent, and the Niners got a ton of offensive talent.
Well, I'd much rather have Baker than Purdy.
Yeah, you're a Purdy hater. I know. I get it.
Baker over Brock any day of the week.
Yeah, CMC over anybody on the Buccaneers, probably.
All right. Well, actually, Bucky Irving's a better runner at this stage. CMC's better in the pass game. But
yeah,
Bucky's legit, dude.
Yeah. No, and then the last two, the Seahawks, if they play the Seahawks, I'm guessing it's a 13-9 win, and I don't know who wins. It could be the Eagles, could be the Seahawks.
Yeah.
It's going to be a rock fight, and then I could go either way with the Packers. I don't know.
All right, so let's look at it.
I can't believe the Seahawks have the second best odds for the Super Bowl.
I know. So let's try to figure out the first round just for a second. So the Rams, give the Rams the bye.
Yeah.
All right. Then you would have the Bears would be the 2 seed.
Yeah, the Bears would be the 2, and the Packers would probably be the 7.
Right. So in that scenario, with the Eagles at 3, if you had the Packers at 7,
it probably would be the 49ers or the Seahawks.
49ers.
Yeah, it would be San Fran. Yeah.
I mean, I got to say, the Bears at 2, I think the Lions are a better shot at number 2 than the Bears. I don't know if the Bears win another game. Packers, Niners,
Bears have
Lions.
a tough stretch. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't buy the Bears.
No.
I agree. It's interesting, man. It's going to be an interesting the last couple of weeks. I'm a little sad though, man.
Yeah, of course, it's winding down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got no college football for what, a month?
No.
Oh, 2 weeks.
No,
Starts
Friday
up-
night.
Friday it starts already.
Yeah, the playoffs.
start Friday
Oh,
night,
man.
homie.
The real
Man.
playoffs, like Georgia,
Oklahoma,
my team.
Alabama, Friday night.
Big Georgia fan over
That's those
here.
first
Clearly
rounders.
knows the
Georgia's
schedule.
got to buy. They don't play for like 3 weeks.
What are you talking about? 3 weeks? What are you nuts? What are you're such a college football fraud. Drives me nuts.
Go Bulldogs.
There's good games too. A&M. I know the other Oregon James Madison is a joke, but A&M Miami.
You crapping all over James Madison?
I hate James. I think they don't belong anywhere near it. Those two teams, they belong nowhere near it. Tulane and James Madison out.
Well, you're lucky because going forward, your boys have a contractual obligation to be in the playoffs now. It's the only way they can get in.
I'm a fan of the sport. I want to see the best teams. That's all. I think Notre Dame got hosed. EJ agrees.
I agree. I would have liked to see Texas sneak in there. I
would
know
I.
that they. Yeah, I
So
know they
would
didn't have
I.
a great
Texas plays
case,
a
but I
real
would have liked to
schedule.
see it.
They were playing good football at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Let's go
but
Tech.
I get it.
I like Texas Tech.
Red Raiders.
I think Texas Tech's got a shot.
I'm with them.
Watch. I heard yesterday, I was talking to somebody, Okie State is going to be next year's Texas Tech. They're getting this quarterback from North Texas who's really good.
I got to hear Fran on this. I need to hear Fran.
I got to get, that's right, Franny's coming up. Me and him, you know what? The two of us,
You know what the spread is on the James Madison game?
yeah, it's 20.
21 and a half.
Yeah, Oregon, yeah. Yeah, it's Route City. Route City. All right, my brother. You're the best. What are you going to do today?
Well, Bo and I are doing like a draft. It's a peak Bo Wolf game, but it should be fun. We're looking forward. And then we got that.
So
then,
what's the draft? What are you drafting?
So some of the categories are going to be like the Milton Williams bump, right? Like you want a player, if you could pick one player from the Eagles to have Milton Williams like end of the season and postseason, somebody to just go on a heater. Who are you taking? Who would you want to
Jalen Phillips.
Okay, but then you have to pay him. You could go. I mean, you go with anybody. I was thinking like, well, I can't give you anybody because then Bo's going to listen.
Okay, I see. So the game is you have to pay them.
No. They could be anybody on the roster. So you can pick somebody.
So the idea is someone under contract, so you don't have to. I got you.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe,
I thought you were just looking for a prediction type of thing.
Yeah, maybe you go the quarterback. Oh no, yeah, we're not predicting. We're just gonna say if the Eagles could have anybody do it.
Oh, okay.
Predicting's not bad either. Maybe we need to workshop this.
I like it. I know. We should actually. I went in on those meetings.
Hey, more importantly, real tree or artificial tree, EJ?
I'm a real tree guy. I'm like too sentimental about getting the real tree. I couldn't do the fake tree for that reason. I don't even have a sense of smell, so like I don't really get the full Christmas tree experience. But no, I like going to get the real tree, making it a big thing, and decorating the tree that night. So no, I think it's a tradition for me.
So you don't have smell, huh?
No, yeah.
No olfactory for you. Does it affect your tasting?
I think it affects it. I can still taste, but like an old fashioned, like I get those out of here. I get nothing from that.
Wow.
Like an old fashioned drink?
Yeah, because it's like all aromatics. Like it smells sweet, but it tastes terrible. So.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You're the man, buddy. I'll see you tonight. We
Awesome.
got
See you tonight, guys.
the party.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Is your wife coming?
DJ Bo.
Is your wife coming?
She's not. She's got to work today. I was disappointed, but yeah, I'll be there. I'll bring the
my
energy.
wife's taking my son to the Christmas pageant. He's not going to be into.
Yeah, my pagan's got a ritual she's got to do tonight.
All right. Well, looks like it's going to be us just pounding beers. Let's go.
Yep. Love it.
All right, brother. Good stuff,
All right,
man. Let's take a quick TO. Hey, we got Franny coming up. Yes, we do. Oh, that's going to be good.
Yeah, Franny's always great. Franny's great. Not good.
Well, we'll run by your run theory.
Well, EJ crapped all over it. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll see Frank.
You going to pile on?
Yeah.
Dog pile on?
Yeah, come on, Grits. Let's take a quick TO. Come back in a second. Talked about our friends. All right, let's take a look at the weekend's football card on our favorite app, the Bet Park Sportsbook online casino app. Birds now 6.5 over Washington. I love them actually on Sunday, Saturday, 5 o'clock Saturday. I love them. We got a great. We have college football playoff happening. I like A&M this weekend over Miami. Check it out. BetParks has it all. Football, hockey, basketball, right there. Plus all the casino games that you love. Live dealer blackjack and roulette and craps. All the hot slots. Huff and more puff. You name it. They got it right on the app. Check it out. New customers get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down the first 24 hours. BetParks.com has all the details. Got to be 21 in PA, New Jersey, Maryland. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. Jalen Carter out catching passes? No. All right? Come on now. Not worth the risk, the time, the money. Keep your stars focused on doing what they do best. Same goes for your business. You don't want your top people buried in operations, tedious, time-consuming, redundant activities that wear them down. Togo can help any business look to reduce operating costs, from customer service and accounting to order management, logistics, admin, data entry, even complex multi-step operational processes. We take it off your plate. Every Togo program includes dedicated staff, custom automations, US-based process engineers who act as your quarterback, giving you complete control, total transparency, and instant efficiency. At Togo, they turn your playbook into performance. You call the plays, we execute. HarnessTogo.com. Scale smarter, work faster, stay focused on win. Yeah, all right. Let's go to our man, Francis. That's right, Franny Films on the Xfinity Mobile calling line.
They do not crave food nor drink for nourishment, for they exist solely on the glow of the all 22 monitors. They are the Leatherheads, and he is Franny Films.
Francis! St. Francis. Couple things. One, are you bringing the wife tonight?
Yep, we'll both be there tonight.
Nice. Get to meet Mrs. Films tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to it, brother. Yo, dude, I heard yesterday, I was told somebody yesterday, that Okie State is going to be the next Texas Tech. They're getting the North Texas quarterback.
Right?
And
they're going to need a lot. They're going to need a lot more than that.
No, they got some big oil man that's going to pump up some big dollars. They're going to be really aggressive.
Here's the thing, though, is that it's not just about paying. Like they gotta identify the right players, and give Texas Tech all the credit in the world. Like they went and they found players that, like David Bailey, like everyone knew, like all right, like coming from Stanford, like this guy, he's got a quick first step. Like all right, this guy's a great get in the portal. But they went and they got guys from from the MAC. They went and got guys from the ACC.
It's like NFL free agency where you got to get it right. Like you got to
get it right.
The way you do it has to be smart. I've just told the dude just told me that they got UI. He's in the know, and he was just like, dude, what? Keep an eye out on him. I go, all right. So I figured I'd pass it on there.
No, that's good. It's good to know. They will definitely. They've got a lot of work to do though. Because that team
horrible.
was dreadful. They were
my
dreadful.
reaction was, man, they got light years because they were bad this year. So all right. So VG and I are arguing which side you line up with when it comes to the run game.
As far as like
Eagles
how much they
run defense.
Okay.
Is it vulnerable?
It's not. It's. I wouldn't say vulnerable. Vulnerable is probably a too strong of a word. I don't know that I would quite go that far. What I would say is that teams I think are going to try and replicate some of the things that the Chicago Bears and Ben Johnson did. And not everybody can do that. Not everybody is quite as creative and quite as manipulative with their motions and with their shifts. And hey, if we do this, then they do that, and now we can attack them here. Not every team is as good as that. I will say, that's been one of the strengths of the Cliff Kingsbury, Washington offense, the last year and a half, is that they do get creative with some of these motions and with some of these shifts, and how they're able to attack you downhill. That offensive line is not as good as Chicago's. The running backs, I don't think are as good as Chicago's. So I don't think that you're quite as sensitive to getting gashed the way that you did in that game. But I do think that when that game happened against Chicago on Black Friday, and I was like, all right, who else can kind of replicate this? Washington was a team that I kind of earmarked as all right, keep that in mind here for those matchups against the Commanders.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm a Kingsbury guy. I could totally see that. I also think that the short week thing was not a coincidence. It happened Thursday night against the Giants, where Scatterboo ran all over them, and then and also Carter with the shoulder procedure. So they were pretty banged up, and they were on the field. The previous 3 games they lived on the field.
They essentially had a bye week last week because they played 40 snaps against the Raiders, and the backups were on the field at the end. So I think that hopefully that kind of mitigates the fact that it's a short week here for this team. But yeah, to your point, the short weeks have not been kind to this Eagles team, but most notably on defense.
Yeah, well, Thursday and Friday. I think Saturday's a little bit different.
Get a little extra day.
Yeah. I guess I'm not even looking at this game per se, but more toward the playoffs, right? So my theory is, look, they're in it. They're going to be in every game, and they can get back there on the heels of that defense. That defense has to put the whole team on its back.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the defense is the unit where you feel obviously the most confidence in going into the postseason, which is honestly, it's kind of where we were a year ago as well. I think that if you did a straw poll, most people would say I feel more confident in the Eagles defense than I do in the offense at this point last year. Because it was this week when A.J. Brown said what's the problem with the offense? And he said passing. I believe that was week 14 last year. So I think when you're looking at this defense, you feel good about it. Is it as good as last year's group? Probably not, but I think when you're looking at the overall talent level, the ability at all 3 levels to make plays. I mean, that defensive line is coming on, and you're hoping you get Jalen Carter back, and that gives you a little bit of a boost if he's healthy. The linebacker group is playing at an extremely high level, and the secondary, Quinyon, Cooper, Reed Blankenship, that's a really good core to work with. Adoree Jackson is playing more confident. He's playing with more comfort in the Vic Fangio scheme, and I think that Marcus Epps, he is a stabilizing factor as opposed to Sidney Brown, which he's a roller coaster. And so I think if that's the 5 in the back 7, if you look at that five-man secondary, if they're able to keep it that way and don't have any more injuries, I feel pretty good about that group overall.
Yeah, I do. Listen, Carter was better last year. Obviously, he was a beast last year, and he kind of carried that unit. I think Milt Williams ate off of him. He played well, but I think Carter was exceptional. I actually I'm a Phillips guy. I like Phillips. So, I thought he made a huge difference with them.
Yeah, I think that Phillips has played at a high level, both against the run and against the pass. You have Nolan Smith, who's healthy now, and I think that certainly has given this group a boost. Then Jordan Davis is playing better playing this year than he did a year ago. He continues to shine. I've been really impressed with Jordan Davis, man. I really like what I've seen from him this year. Again, I don't know that he's going to reach where you thought that he could be in terms of what the pre-draft eval was and the upside, but he has definitely turned a corner here this season, and I've been really impressed with him. So and then you have Ojimo as well. So this is a good group. I definitely feel more confident on that side of the ball than I do with the offense, but I think the offense has shown signs of life, and so I'm excited to see what that group can look like as well.
Yeah,
I mean, the Adoree Jackson, we were kind of talking about him. What is it? What's changed with him? Because I was we were having a discussion. I'm thinking he hasn't really played a good quarterback in the last 3 weeks when he's looked like he's been better and improved. What are you seeing on film that makes you more confident in Adoree Jackson?
Yeah, I think honestly, you use the word confident. Like I think he is playing with a little bit more confidence and a little bit more like, all right, like I know where I'm supposed to be and this is what I'm supposed to do on this given play, right? And I think that even for a vet, you're playing in a new scheme for the first time. That can take. There's a little bit of a comfort period there that takes time to get kind of acclimated. So I think he is showing a little bit more there from that end of it. And look, at the end of the day, he's not what he was athletically 4 years ago, right? But I think that, is he where Slay was last year? I think it's kind of comparable. I think Slay's a better player. But I think that when you're looking at Adore, like, yeah, he can give you serviceable enough play on that side, especially given how much zone coverage they play and how often they do roll coverage to that side to kind of give him help over the top. So if you just like know your role, do your job, you could excel in this, especially if the pressure is doing what it's done the last few weeks. Like if they are able to harass opposing quarterbacks the way that they have, that's going to go a long way towards helping Adoree Jackson as well.
How do you see? We've been talking about this. The opponents that you're afraid of in the playoffs. Obviously, the Rams. Who would be two?
I think Seattle would be the other one that would pop up for me. And I think the big thing is, that defense, and what they can do to this offense. And then also that would be another team where when I look at like the motions and how they can do with helping out the run game and the play action element, and now they can keep the defense off balance and kind of guessing like they can play that game the way that Chicago did. And so that would be another team where maybe they can't like mash the Eagles up front the way that the Bears did, but schematically and like staying ahead of the sticks, their big problem is if you're Seattle, their big problem is if they're not ahead of the sticks and it's 3rd and 8 and they got to just go straight drop back, that's the weak point of that team. Offense, defense, whole deal. It's not all that dissimilar from like the Eagles at times over the last few years. So if you're able to keep them in that role, then you're in good shape. I think that at the end of the day, though, they're going to do everything they can to not be in that situation. So it's going to be under center, stretch run, under center, stretch run, play action. Now we're going to keep you guessing if they can get 4 or 5, and now you get a big chunk to Smith and Jigba. And now you get over the top to Shaheed, and you get the tight ends involved. Like that's an offense where it's like jab, 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 haymaker, and that's the way that they have played for a large chunk of this year.
Yeah,
man, I don't know. They're so far down on
ridiculous. I mean, and sure. Adding Shaheed helps,
but it's Darnold. I mean, I'm just not a believer in him and that running game. I mean, Kenneth Walker stinks. Charbonneau. Yeah, I don't know. They're so far down on my list.
Their defense is good.
No, I know their defense is good. I just their offense doesn't scare me at all. I don't know.
I think if Detroit gets in. I'm not like thrilled that Detroit comes back. They did such a great job against Gibbs. He still scares me.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that when you look at Detroit, certainly they've got the offensive firepower, especially St. Brown. They've got to get him healthy. But you mentioned Gibbs. To me, like I think that team, that the injuries have just piled up again with them, though.
I know on defense.
Laporta. Yeah, defensively they just continue to lose
Brian
guys.
Branch.
So, yeah, that's to me that's a little bit too much for them to overcome to the point where I would put them on that tier. To me, I look at it. If you are a team that's going up against the Eagles, it's can you flummox the pass game? Can you make it so that Jalen Hurts is a non-factor, and that limits obviously AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. The run game, I'm not going into a matchup against the Eagles' run game where I'm scared, right? Which is a huge difference from a year ago. And so now it's all right. What can we do against this defense? And if we're able to score 20 points, you feel like okay, and we can play good defense. Yeah, like I feel good about my chances to beat this Eagles team. And so I think Seattle has the makings of a team that can do something like that.
It was funny before Mikey got hurt. That's what scared me about Green Bay because I thought Green Bay's defense was really good. But now you take Michael off the field. That's a I think debilitating blow.
Yeah, and look, there was I want to say it was Seth Walder from ESPN. He was on with Sheil Kapadia this week, and he shared a stat that was eye-opening. And I might butcher the stat, but it was like their pass rush win rate. They've got all these metrics. Their pass rush win rate when Micah was on the field was top 3 in football, and when Micah was off the field, it was dead last. So it's like, what is that group going to look like without Micah Parsons? My guess is that that number is going to rise up, because there's a lot of things when it comes to football, like, metrics. But that does paint a picture of that defense, that front, not being the same when he is not out there. So obviously they're going to need Rashawn Gary to step up. They're going to need some of the other young players they've got in that front to step up. But that is a tough blow this late in the season to try and figure that out.
That's why I look at San Francisco, and while they have a good offense and everybody back healthy, their defense is the shell, man. They lost too many good players.
Yeah, and I would agree with you. I think that defensively, that team does not scare me. That would be a team that even with some of the pitfalls of this Eagles offense, that I would say, okay, like they should be able to move the ball against San Francisco. To me, I look at the Rams. I look at Seattle. Those are two defenses where I'm like, yeah, like they can turn the ball over. They mess with quarterbacks for as far as like pre-snap, post-snap, picture changing and things of that nature. Their aggressiveness, those are issues I think that could be tough to overcome here for the Eagles offense.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's Mr. Niner.
Like I'm probably worried about Lions, Niners, and Bucks more than the Seahawks. Well, you're Mr. Bucks. The Bucks defense stinks too.
They do. They do. I just go, they're always, I don't want to face them because offensively, they are all healthy and they just go, they have great skill people and Bowles. Now, they're bad defensively. The back end stinks, but Bowles is still Bowles. And I'd rather not face them.
And the Niners are the team that figured it out and had the whole collapse begin. Like,
nah, you're on ancient history now.
It's 2 years.
Where do you line up there, Franny?
If I'm trying to stack those teams, I think I'm a little less afraid of Tampa at this point, just because that's another one where like the injuries have just mounted with that team. I think that Baker has fallen off a little bit. He's kind of come back to earth, just because he was. The last year and a half, he was just running so hot, like all the third and long splits and everything was like, oh man, like look at him run around and create magic. Like that stuff runs out at some point. Like you're not.
But let me play devil's advocate though, because listen, he put up 28 on. It wasn't his fault that the defense blew that lead, and now he's got all his guys back. They've been out all year.
Yeah.
Right. Bucky's missed most of the year. Evans got hurt. Godwin got hurt. McMillan's been hurt all year, and now they're all back. I mean, that's a scary group. And you got three backs now.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I just think that I think that like level setting with like expectations from his end of it, and then obviously they lost Liam Cohen last year, so it's not quite the same offense. But then as you guys mentioned, like defensively, like they haven't been able to create pressure at the same level. They don't have like a one-on-one.
They're not even great against the run like they used to be.
No, and that's when you have like the bust in coverage, and then the lack of stoutness against the run, that's going to show up here with this team.
All right, indulge me this weekend because playoffs begin. I like Alabama. I just don't think Oklahoma could score enough.
Yeah, I think that the big thing, though, like even looking over on the Alabama side, and that's why I think this will be a good game Friday, is that Alabama has not been able to run the ball all season.
No.
And I think
is Jan Miller playing?
You know how injuries are with college, man. Like it's like trying to predict, like because they don't the injury reporting is so cloudy.
They need him.
Yeah, and even still, like even when he's been out there, like it just hasn't been that has not been a good factor for them. They're being able to run the ball with assertiveness. So I tend to lean Alabama as well. I'm not as big a believer in John Mateer as others, the Oklahoma quarterback. He has not been the same, certainly since that thumb injury from earlier in the year. Yeah, the hand has been a problem for him. But defensively, that's a good group. They've got NFL talent at all three levels. And Simpson. He's turned the ball over a good amount over the last couple months, and it's been not just like interceptions, like he threw a pick six, but it was like, he's put the ball on the ground a lot. So if you're able to get to him, I think that could be like, hey, if it's 13-10 and you get a strip sack in the fourth quarter, now all of a sudden like that tilts the game. So I think this could be a tight game. I do lean Alabama though when it's all said and done. I'm more excited for the Saturday noon game. Is that one is?
I love that really game. I'm an A&M man. I like the Aggies.
I actually I think I like Miami here. I think Miami could go in there and get this win. It's going to be really because A&M they've had a
You
great
like that?
season.
I don't buy them, man. I'm not. I hate Beck, but
Well, yeah, I'm not a huge Beck believer either. But there's something about the Miami defensive side, the defensive front going up against A&M. Marcel Reed is very volatile, the quarterback for A&M. He can beat you. He can beat you any day, and he can beat himself any day. And so I think if they're able to pressure him, which that Miami defensive front, Ruben Bain Jr. on one side, Akeem Mesidor, who's like 26 years old on the other side, those two guys, they can get after the quarterback. And if they're able to impact Marcel Reed, Reed can get himself out of trouble. But like I said, he can get himself into trouble as well. I think that Miami defensive front, they are one of the X factors here of this weekend.
Yeah.
You're just bitter from the Notre Dame getting in. You can't see the game objectively.
No,
like Franny can.
I think Miami's overrated. I believe Notre Dame became a much better team than Miami. A much better team.
Yeah, it's easy when you play William and Mary all season.
Let me ask you, do you see a game in the other two? I mean, I don't, but I don't know. You see it? Tulane, JMU?
I think more likely a game between Tulane and Mississippi State, or Ole Miss rather. I think Ole Miss beat this is a rematch. Like Ole Miss won the game pretty handily before. That said, I do think that when you look at like losing Lane and like everything that's gone on with that, like that can go one of two ways. Like that could be like a galvanizing thing, but that also could be like, hey, there's been so much turmoil, and it could go the other way.
Their share too.
Yeah, like I'm interested to like follow that game. I can't say that I'm going to be like, oh man, like glued to an edge of my seat the way I will be Friday night and for that 12 o'clock game.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Franny, you're giving me a tease, it sounds like. I think I'm going to tease Tulane and the Canes. You get Tulane plus 23? You don't like that?
No, I like A&M. So
He's talking me into Tulane plus 23.
What's A&M in Miami looking like, VG?
Miami's getting 3. So give me Miami plus 9, Tulane plus 23.
Could be something there.
Ka-ching.
Could be something there.
Good luck.
Okay, I say, but by the way,
I think
betting,
Oregon
Drexel's
probably
dead
rolls
to me.
JMU. I think that's a tough spot for JMU.
Yeah, I mean they got no shot. I mean, let's face it. Let's face. They got no shot. It's a joke. But I want to see Texas in there, like not just Notre Dame. I like Texas played good, much better football, right? Archie's played much better. Arch played. His last 4 weeks were good.
I wrote about this in the newsletter last week that went out on Friday, but there are just so many thoughts, so many factors as to like what's going to happen, what's coming down the pipe with college football, and I think the playoffs going to expand again, and I'm here for it for a lot of these reasons that we're talking about. I think it's a lot of people are like the playoff can't expand anymore. Like no, the playoff should expand. When you look at all the other leagues, the fact that there are 125 FBS teams, and we're saying like, oh yeah, here are the best 12. You look at any other level of college football, any level of football, period. Like 14 teams make the NFL playoffs out of a 32-team league. There are 17 teams in the ACC with no divisions. And it's like, how are you going to figure out these tiebreakers? Oh, but the conference winner is going to make it. There are so many factors here when it comes to conference realignment and all this stuff. I went through it all in the newsletter last week, but it's a mess. It's a mess.
Well, these conferences, first of all, ACC screwed everything up because of what they did for the championship game. The title games have to change. They have to become playing games.
Yes, correct.
You can't have Ohio State, Indiana play meaningless game. It doesn't mean anything. So
Alabama had a bunch of guys. That SEC title game that are they going to play? You talk about Jam Miller, right? Are they going to? There's no reason to play them because even if they lose by a lot, they're still going to make the playoff, and that's all that matters. If the stakes are low, because that's what the committee was like. Hey, this year we are not going to punish teams that lose the conference title. All right. Well, if the stakes don't mean anything, then why are you playing the game? That should have been a Texas versus Vanderbilt play-in game, right? Like that, something like that. So. It's a little bit harder to get around because of all the rights and the money and all that stuff. They got to figure that part of it out. But yeah, and same thing with these bowl games. It's the tip of the iceberg. Notre Dame saying they're not going to play in bowl season. That's tip of the iceberg. Kansas State did it. Iowa State did it. They lose. They have coaching changes. Dude, like, how many teams last year couldn't field a team because you had 30 players going to the portal, you had 10 players get ready for the draft, you had another 15 going to rehab because these bowl games don't mean anything anymore. So like these teams can't feel, they can't get teams with 5 and 7 records. To play the whole game.
First of all, the portal's a problem. The date, like you got to push everything back. Like the dates
Right.
don't work.
Yeah,
you
the
can't
calendar,
have the dates. The dates don't line up. Like I know you want to be spring semester, college. Right. I get it, but you're now transcend that. So you got to figure it out, and you got to push the dates back. It's like having free agency during the playoffs in the NFL.
I think that the way they're going to have to do it is the portal date will probably have to stay where it is, and I think they're going to have to move the season schedule like back. Like I think they're like have the championship game end like New Year's Day. Like I think that's the way they're probably going to have to get this. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done, and there's again. Like,
but here's the thing:
all of this is happening.
If you push the portal back, right? You push the portal back. So you have special classes for these kids that come in, and they just have their own spring semester.
Yeah,
like you massage.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is like all of this is happening, with all the NIL, with conference realignment. You have Stanford and Cal in the ACC, and like going up against SMU in the ACC and NC State. Like all of this it's a huge confluence of factors that are resulting in it's just being a huge tangled mess.
I know. My brother, great. I'll see you tonight. Beers. Look forward to it.
Appreciate it, guys. See you tonight.
There he is, St. Francis. Love him. We love him.
You know what's interesting? When you were talking about the Packers and Micah Parsons and the injury, you don't wish injury on anybody, but the karma that he has with the Cowboys, because the same weekend that they're theoretically out of the playoffs, he gets that injury. It's crazy, the connection of that. I was just thinking about that. And
I got you.
Yeah.
I like your big picture. Let's do this. Let's take a quick TO. Come back. Mike Sielski's, we've been talking about this book for a year. My man's worked hard. I cannot wait for it. The cover and title
I saw it.
have been released.
Yes.
Where do you see the cover's awesome? It's a great title. We're going to show it. We're going to talk about it coming up because we can't wait. It's going to be my first purchase of 2026. Well, when it comes out, I will be like in line. I will be pre-ordering that bad boy. Mike is next. Let's talk about some of our friends. Hey, gang, give the gift of entertainment this holiday season. Oh, man, you got national headliners at the Excite Center at Parks Casino. Makes a great gift. Parks Casino is something for everyone's entertainment taste. January 16th, Queensryche. March 6th, Candlebox. April 3rd, Cheap Trick. Coming up Friday night, Aaron Lewis and the State Liners. Saturday, January 17th, Grand Funk Railroad. January 31st, the Marshall Tucker Band and Jefferson Starship. Saturday, February 7th, Piano Men Generations, a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. Saturday, March 14th, Tracy Morgan. Oh, my. How about Saturday, April 18th, Melissa Etheridge. ParksCasino.com to buy tickets for all these incredible shows, man. You got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Parks Casino, this is how you win.
Hey, it's VG here. You got cold air sneaking in your house? Your heat not cranking like it should? Don't worry. Ace Hardware Home Services, they got us covered.
Let me tell you something, VG. I got Ace to do my heater and air conditioning.
Yeah.
Toasty.
Toasty?
The house, my wife, God, she makes it like, it's like Panama.
I love
all right.
it. Well,
I like it a little cooler, but she has the heat turned up.
All right. Well, that's what they do. From heating repairs to water heaters, plumbing, electrical. They're trusted pros, local, same helpful people you know from the store. They come right to your house, right to your front door. Whether it's a quick fix for a bigger winter project, they've got the tools, the know-how, and the people to get it done right.
I'm calling them. I got other stuff to do at the house because I'm useless.
It's Ace Hardware Home Services, bringing the helpful to your home. Visit acehardwarehomeservices.com to get started on your next home repair project.
All right. Time for the great columnist, The Inquirer, Mike Sielski on the Xfinity Mobile call-in line.
Here comes Mike Sielski.
There he is! Congratulations, brother!
Thanks, man. You know the feeling. Like when you finish the last chapter or the last scene or the last paragraph. I sent it in Monday. Now I get to sit back and wait for my editor to kick it back to me. And we are on target for November 10th, 2026. That's the release date.
When can we pre-order it?
I think you can pre-order it on Barnes & Noble right now. You can't get it on Amazon. But if you just search my name and search the title, Going the Distance, it should pop up. I think you can also pre-order it through the
cover.
Macmillan website too. Yeah, it's great. I love that cover. I love it.
Wow! I love this. Look at it. It's awesome. Going the Distance. This is so good. It looks great. Every Philadelphian should have this.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see what the feedback is from the publisher, because I definitely leaned into the Philly aspect of it. And I'm just curious to see if there's stuff in there that my editor is going to say, I don't get it. Do we need to flesh this out a little more? And I'm going to be like,
Right.
If you're from Philly, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Why November, not October? Just more for the Christmas?
Yeah, and November is literally the 50th anniversary of the movie's release. It was released in New York at one theater late in November of 1976. So they're timing it up for that.
Interestingly, I was talking to Peter Farley, and he's doing the I Play Rocky, right? Which is the movie behind it. They're going to have a premiere in November in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I'm hoping to draft off of him. Let's put it that way. Remember Days of Thunder, where Tom Cruise wants to draft off of Rowdy and all those other guys? That's what I'm hoping to do here. So
Well,
we'll see how it
I'll
goes.
try to facilitate and help draft for you.
That sounds great, man. That sounds great. I've already got something set up. We're going to do I've reached out to the Philadelphia Visitors Bureau, because they're going to be doing a year-long celebration of Rocky next year. So I'm hoping to connect with them. And I already have an event set up at the County Theater in Doylestown, around the corner from where I live. We're going to do a screening of the movie and then a discussion of the book and a signing next November. So
Love that theater.
That's fantastic. Let me
Yeah.
know, man. I'm in. Like, we're going to do some stuff around. I'm always available. I think it's awesome. I want to champion it. It's a great project.
Thanks.
You're an incredible writer, an incredible Philadelphia treasure. So I think it's our duty to push this. I love it. I absolutely love it. And congratulations. It's a bloodline. Like you gave birth. Here's the weird thing. I don't know if you sent it on Monday. Today's Wednesday. It probably hasn't hit you yet, but
Nope.
you're going to go through this withdrawal.
Yes.
It's real. You've done all the projects, so you know all about it. Like when you'll spend a week, the next week or two, you'll be like kind of in a daze.
Dude, I sat down, two things on that. First of all, it hasn't hit me quite that hard yet, because I have a gigantic story coming out this weekend for the Inquirer. I can't tell you what it's about, but I've spent the better part of a year and a half working on that too. And it's really special and on a tough topic. So that's kind of quelled that feeling. But last night I sat down and I'm like, I put the Flyers Canadiens game on and I'm like, I don't have anything to do. I can open up a beer and just watch Trevor Zegras score another goal. And what do I do here? I don't know. Should I wrap Christmas gifts? Should I start writing poetry? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's wild, isn't it? It's. I'm in another one. I just got notes back, and I tried to stay up all night, and I got nothing done except not sleep, which is the worst.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? You know this though, because you never get nothing done. Like whatever you went through last night, you'll build on that the next time you sit down, and it'll be that much better the next time around.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Uh, when you're in the throes of it, you go, oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's start with Zegras. You brought up the Flyers. They're fun, man. You go into Montreal, and that's a good offensive team. I know they get a ton of shots, but a lot of good chances. And Vladar, once again, was terrific.
Yeah, they've stumbled into a couple of really promising acquisitions here, right, between Vladar and Zegras. And they come out of that formula that Briere and Jones and the new organization said they were going to follow, which is kind of Eagles-like, right? Like you take a chance on a guy who maybe hasn't had an opportunity or it wasn't working out somewhere else, and he blossoms for you. And it certainly seems like Zegras and Vladar fit that bill. I'm really curious. I have not been around them at all yet this season, and I am really curious to start bending some ears about Mishkov, because he made a terrific play last night to set up the Brink goal that gave them the 2-goal lead and gave them some breathing room. And it seems like he and his teammates, there's no issues there as far as that can be seen anyway. And yet he can't get on the ice in overtime, and he
Yeah, but
plays
did you see what
minutes.
happened during the power play?
No, refresh my memory.
So it's the power play with like 5 minutes to go in the game. They get a power play, and he makes a lazy pass to the point. It was a giveaway. And I think Talk's like, all right, listen, they had a 2-goal. They could have put him back on the ice, right? But they didn't, right, with the empty net. And it was like, dude, great play where he's like sneaking around like a Russian operative, right? And he steals the puck and he gets to set up beautiful pass. But you got to be tighter with the puck.
Yeah, it's funny. I was trading texts with one of my best friends this morning, and he is the biggest Flyers fan I know. And he's really smart and knowledgeable and really cares. And he's pulling his hair out over the fact that Mishkov isn't playing more. And he's one of these people. He's not online, but he's like the people on Twitter X who are like, Tocchet's going to ruin this kid. Just let him out there and play and learn. And this too. That sounds great in theory. And from covering the Sixers process and the Eagles' excellence over the last 10 to 15 years, here's where the theory breaks down. The players in the locker room always want to win every game. And they know who's going to make smart, tough plays and who's earned the right to make a mistake and who hasn't. And it would not surprise me if the guys in that locker room are like, we understand why Tocchet is treating this kid the way that he is. I go back to 2020, if you remember that Eagles season, where Travis Fulgham was setting the world on fire, right? Every pass that was thrown to him, he caught. And it looked like the Eagles had uncovered this great young wide receiver. And then all of a sudden, boom, he was benched. Alshon Jeffrey's back in there when the season is shot. And everybody's like, what's happening with Travis Fulgham? And the bottom line was, he was kind of lazy and he didn't work real hard and he thought he had it made. And everybody in that locker room, even though the Eagles stunk that year, wanted to win. And they wanted Alshon Jeffrey out there instead of Travis Fulgham. And you can't get around that even during a rebuild. And so that's a dynamic that I'm really kind of interested to see how it plays out, to see if the kid starts to get it and then his ice time increases.
See, I thought you were going in a different direction when you brought up the process. I thought Brett was too easy on Ben.
That's the other, yeah, absolutely.
And Embiid,
absolutely.
and he let them in bad habits, gave them too much power early. And I think Tocc's going, hey, man, we love you. We're not trading you. We love you. But, I got to keep you. He's still a baby, man. He's 20 years old.
Yeah, and I understand Flyers fans' impatience, right? They see this kid. They know how talented he is. They know how much hype there is. They want to see him play.
But,
you want to see him play. But they're not going to win the cup this year. It's still going to take some time, and they still have moves they have to make and draft picks they have to develop. So this is part of it. And your point about Embiid and Simmons and those guys at the dawn of the process is 100% on the money, right? That was one of the things I would argue about with Sam Hinkie. He's like, culture's overrated. Like, we're going to clean everybody out of here and rebuild the thing fresh. And I would say to him, that's fine if you get a Kobe or a Michael, but if you get a guy who isn't a tone setter in that regard, you're going to be right back where you were.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, I was shocked when we started the show and you were saying how much fun they are to watch. We had Steve G, who's really good in the chat. He was saying, he's like, the Flyers are not a blast. This team's going nowhere and they have no future. Team is not going up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I was surprised by that there's that kind of sentiment out there.
I don't see that at all.
Maybe fans after the last 10 to 15 years are kind of conditioned to think the worst. And again, I understand that, right? They were jogging in place for so long, and they wouldn't reconcile themselves, certainly not totally, and even not to the degree that Briere and Jones have, to a rebuild. You know, they made so many dumb decisions for so long. But I mean, they're playing pretty well, and they have a lot of like second tier guys. I don't think anybody would argue that they need to acquire a number one center. They need to acquire a number one defenseman. They need more talent, and that's going to take time. But you know, Brink, and it's a shame Forrester got hurt, but they've got guys who can be second, third line guys who can help you. Okay, let's see where it goes from here.
And I like Vladar. I think they got a goalie. I think the goalie's real. Zegras is real. Martone is going to be a player.
I think like Ed Wright makes the point, and I've seen this a lot. They're only 6 points ahead of their pace last year through 32 games, and they stunk last year. And you're thinking, wow, we got Zegras and we got a goalie, but you're only 6 points better than you were last year at this point. But I think they've had a brutally tough schedule this year.
I have to be honest with you. Well, yeah, I mean, they've played everybody. They played the Lance, Carolina twice, both Florida teams twice, right? Like Vegas. They played everybody.
Carolina.
I have to be honest with you. And the other thing, too, is if you watch them, like, they are fun to watch. I mean, you know, I think it's an easy narrative to say, well, look at the standings. Like, they're not a cup team. Nobody's trying to tell you they're a cup team right now. But I think I use the analogy of the roller coaster going up. They're on that roller coaster going up.
Yeah, and look, even if they don't make the playoffs, that's not the worst thing. Like, it's not. Like, I think the worst thing would be if they got delusions of grandeur about how far they had really come in this period of time. We just said they need more. They still need more. It's going to take time. I come back to this statistic all the time, and they went 9 years from 2004 to 2012 producing 4 NHL players who helped them in any regard. Like, that sets you back a generation, that kind of terribleness and awfulness in drafting and player development. And they've got to replenish, and some of these guys aren't going to hit, so you've got to collect as many of them as you can, and it's going to take time, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Let's go, Birds. Reaction. Like, where are you at right now? Because there's, you know, it's the Raiders. We all get it. People are feeling good about themselves. I mean, I love this defense no matter what. But where are you at, big picture?
Big picture, they can get back there. Their defense is going to have to drag them there to get them there. You know, they've looked a little different the last couple of weeks. They're trying some things. I think the play calling's been a little bit better. The fluidity, the flow of the offense looks a little bit better with some of the things that Patullo is doing. But there's no getting around the fact that they need to run the ball to win, and they haven't run the ball all that well, certainly not as well as last season. And what you saw against the Raiders was what you're going to have to see from them against better teams for them to win. You can't have Jalen throwing 70% of the time. You simply can't. You're not going to get 5 turnovers every game if that happens, but you're also not going to be as productive as you want to be. And so I think the defense can drag them there. That's kind of my feeling, is that they can still reach the Super Bowl, and it's going to be 20-16 or 17-14 every step of the way, and everybody in Philadelphia will be chewing their fingernails and dying 1,000 deaths all at once.
Yeah, it's nuts. It feels like it's 1979, right? Like, it's bizarre. The whole league is kind of like that. The league is, as much as it loves scoring, and, you know, the ball comes out to the 40 and kickers can kick 68-yard field goals now, there's still, man, there's a dearth of quarterbacks, and the defense still matters.
Yeah, and the pendulum swung back. The league went so many years where passing numbers were through the roof and offenses were souped up, and teams like the Eagles figured out if you go for it on fourth down, you will score more over the course of a season, that the pendulum eventually was going to swing back. And it swung back to teams that can run the ball, teams in play action and under center, and all the things we've been crying for the Eagles to do more of this season. That's where it's at right now. So scoring technically isn't down a ton, but the games just look different and feel different than they've been the last few years. And you're right about the quarterbacks too. I think we're starting to see some of the runoff of a dearth of talent, and B, the way these guys get micromanaged now. The feeling throughout the league is you want to limit interceptions, you want to limit mistakes, and that takes some of the daring out of the offense, right? You're not going to see Brett Favre or Eli Manning throwing 20 to 25 interceptions in a season and a team going, hey, that's what you got to live with because that's our guy. Teams don't look at it that way anymore.
So it's funny, Schefter just tweeted this out. Tua has been benched for Quinn Ewers, right? It just goes on and on. Like, these quarterbacks, they get cycled, man.
Yeah.
Like, listen, there was no way in the world that they were going to bench Jalen this season. But, his play does matter for the future. Like, if he's not going to run, he becomes a different quarterback. Like, I love the fact that he's finally embraced being under center. Like, that is what will extend his time to be a productive quarterback. Like, he's got to do that stuff because teams don't have patience. You could be the starter for an X amount of years, and then all of a sudden, now he's better than Tua, but it's still like there's very few quarterbacks that are locked in.
Here's the question, Cuz and VG, and I've asked it before, and it's been poo-pooed. But are quarterbacks replaceable? Are they disposable? Every single team is looking for the franchise quarterback. And if you look at the Eagles, who have been an organization that has valued the position, they won one Super Bowl with a backup, and they won another Super Bowl with a guy they drafted to be a backup. So what does that tell you? And they got rid of the guy who was supposed to be the franchise quarterback, Carson Wentz, took a big cap hit to do it, and within 2 years, we're back in the Super Bowl. So are head coaches and quarterbacks becoming disposable in this way? If you have the right kind of ownership and you have the right kind of structure internally and the right executive like Howie, can you cycle through coaches and quarterbacks and still succeed?
Yeah,
I think that's
it's
a good
interesting,
question to
man.
ask.
Because look at it. Like, look at the AFC. If the Bills don't go, you'll either have a rookie, a second-year guy, or a third-year guy, right? In C.J. Stroud. That's on a defensive team. So who knows, right? Like, and if not the Eagles, maybe Stafford. But after that, I don't know, if Seattle made a run, like, you start to look around the league. Like, this postseason, no Mahomes, no Lamar, like, big names aren't there.
Yeah, and even guys like a Jordan Love, who everybody thought was going to be, after he tore up the Cowboys in the playoffs 2 years ago, was going to be the next great quarterback in the NFL. I don't care how many times Dan Orlovsky tells me how awesome it is to watch him throw the ball. Like, he's not all that good. He's just not. Watch him play week to week. It's just kind of like,
He's
okay.
inconsistent. Like, I see what Dan sees with him, but he's inconsistent. I mean, that's his biggest problem. Because he can look pretty. Like, he could look really good at times. And there are other times where I like him, but I get frustrated by him because I look at him and I go, dude, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, but it does make you question that whole concept that Joe Banner used to talk about back in the day. If you get your quarterback, you will be in the hunt year after year after year. How many of those guys are out there?
No, that's the point.
I asked the Bengals about that one.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the Bengals got to finish sweeping the snow off the seats first before they start answering that question. Right. I mean, that organization's a joke. I don't blame Joe.
Yeah, I don't
blame
Burrow a little bit.
No, I'm just saying they got their franchise quarterback and they can't get to the playoffs.
Well, they can't build. They're so bad. They can't build around it. Yeah. All right, let's switch gears real quick. A lot of people are upset over the fightings. And Dombrowski spoke yesterday. Now, I have to tell you, I actually like Garcia. I like it a lot because I think he profiles to have a big a bounce back. Here's a guy that is playing in a bad ballpark for home runs, for power. Here's a guy that was in a bad lineup. Seager, their best player, was out most of the year last year. Now you put him in the middle of Schwarber and Harper, right? He's a much better defensive outfielder than Castellanos. So I like the signing. I actually think he's going to have a good year. But it feels like you're just running it back, replacing Garcia for Castellanos.
Yeah, I mean, the defense doesn't matter too much to me. Dave Murphy made this point, and I think he's right. Like, the Phillies' seasons the last couple of years haven't hinged on Nick Castellanos' defense. Look,
no,
maybe you're right.
It's fair to point out, like, the guy's actually, he's got a great arm.
He's a good right fielder.
No,
he is. He's a good right fielder. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying I'm questioning how much of a difference that'll make. Listen, you may be right.
If he doesn't hit home runs, yeah, I agree with you. Like, the home run's got to come back.
Yeah, and they were going to have to make a move like this, a one-year contract, take a chance on a guy. It's basically what they did last year with Max Kepler. Crawford is the more interesting dynamic and player here to me. I think they're clearly kind of handing him the center field job and saying, go ahead, kid, it's yours to lose. We're presuming you're going to be our guy out there. And they need some of that. They need speed. They need, somebody who can patrol center field and play defense. There's a spot where defense actually matters. I understand the frustration. I get it. Let's see what else he does. Is he going to sign some bullpen arms? Because that's as big an issue, if not bigger than the lineup.
I don't think so. I think they would trade. They're looking to trade Strom.
Yeah, probably. The frustration part is it's simple. It's the Phillies moving into the zone the Sixers were in 4 years ago. That's what this is. Great expectations, largely unfulfilled, and Orion Kerkering threw the ball away in Game 4. That's what this is. Nothing, not short of them signing another player to a contract similar to Schwarber or Turner or Harper. People are going to be underwhelmed by what they do.
Yeah. No, well, here I think it stems from you got still the same trio that you're probably going to bring back in Bohm, Stott, and Marsh, right? And then with Crawford and Stott, you got 2 9-hole hitters.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way. I mean, you don't think any one of those 3 guys you mentioned are going anywhere?
I mean, you heard him yesterday. Does it sound like it to you? I know they tried to trade Bohm.
Well, they trade Bohm, who plays third.
Well, that's the thing. Like, they have no idea. Like, first of all, there's been no takers.
Right.
Or else they would have traded him already. They were down to winter meetings. There's been no takers with them. I think all 3 of them are probably back.
Yeah,
along with JT. They'll re-sign JT.
And it doesn't really excite me. As a season ticket holder, my tickets went up a lot this year, 20%. It feels like they still got a platoon. They still don't have an outfield settled. I don't believe him when he says they're done at the outfield. I'm hoping he's just posturing, maybe.
He said it last year with Kepler. I remember thinking, well, Kepler, you still need a right-handed bat. Yeah, I'm sure you're going to get a right-handed bat. And he never did.
I mean, is Crawford going to be any better than Rojas? I don't know. He might just be Rojas again. And that's not good enough. And Stott and Marsh and Kemp platooning. I mean, I'm a big Otto Kemp fan, but he's a bench guy bad. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him playing 82 games starting.
Man.
Like, come on.
Like, I can't. Like,
I know.
He's a Cavalier.
They're in this. To a large degree, you guys are right. They're in the same position they've been, which is they need their big guys to produce. They need Harper to bounce back a little bit and stay healthy. They need Turner to be the same guy he was for most of the regular season before he hurt his hamstring. And they need Aaron Nola to bounce back. They made these investments in these guys, and it's not the NFL, right? You're not going to just turn guys over the way Howie can. This is who they've invested in, and for better or for worse.
All right. When does the big project for the Inquirer drop?
Saturday morning.
Okay.
It's about a young man who was a local college basketball player in kind of a tragic situation. Like I said, I've been working on it for about a year and a half, so it finally goes online Saturday.
Oh, look forward to reading that, man. We'll look forward to reading that. My brother, we love you. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right. Let's get a beer to sell. What are you doing tonight? You around?
I'm not. I got my 11-year-old's Christmas concert. He plays violin in the 6th grade. Because let me tell you, if there were a way for me to get out of this event and go have a beer with you, I would run from Central Bucks County down to South Jersey or South Philly to do it. Because this is going to be an hour and it's just excruciating. You don't want to hear this version of we Three Kings. Trust me.
Dude, I know all about it, right? So tonight is also the Christmas play for St. Margaret's, of
There
which
you
I'm the
go.
basketball coach. And we have our Christmas party here at work. So my wife is taking, Mosmo's in it, but he's not really in it. Like he's too cool for school, that type of kid. He's like, right, like that. Now, I've done this every year. We do the play, and they sing, and they're horrible singers.
Yes.
Right? Anthony can't sing. If it was in a backpack, he couldn't carry it. It's bad. So I feel you. I just got out of it because it's a work thing. So my wife's like, I'll take my mother and we'll go. Right? You just do the work party.
Yeah, it's just excruciating. There's no way around it. There's no way around it, and you just got to sit there and you got to take it, and then you clap, and then you come home and
I've done
exactly.
it. Oh God, those violins and all.
Yeah,
that
he was
drums.
practicing. He was practicing last night. God love him, and it was fingernails on a chalkboard.
Jeez,
Dude,
man.
I heard it.
Come on.
No, we
You say that when your kids just start playing sports, then they're all bad about it. You're like, who wants to go watch them?
Hey, it's different though, VG. It's different. Like if your kid is playing sports and not good, that's one thing. That does not inflict the sensory pain on you that scratchy violin trying to play,
Well, you're a
Carol
music
of the
guy.
Bells
Yeah,
does.
I'm a fan of the violin.
Encouragement.
Okay.
Encouragement.
But what it,
Come
what
on.
it's done,
dissing his kid here in the
Yeah, this
player.
is my dream. Beautiful music.
I understand it.
That's not good. Hey, Mike, I was looking up your book stuff. Solid author picture on the publisher site, on the Macmillan site.
Yeah.
Little like a side over the shoulder, like looking back, like, hey, what's up? Got the collar popping out a little bit.
Yeah, that picture is what, 4 years old, I think. I have a lot more gray hair since the last time it was taken.
Yeah, is that a point where the photographer's like, look to the side, turn to the side and look over your shoulder?
Yeah,
Give
my
us a sexy
father-in-law
look,
actually,
Mike.
my father-in-law actually took that photo, and we sent a bunch of them in, and that's the one the publisher picked.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's very
Father-in-law,
like
nice. Keep it in
yeah.
the fam.
It's good.
it's very like Phil Hartman from SNL when he would do the sassy skit.
Yes.
Remember that?
100%.
Classic. My brother, congratulations, buddy.
All right,
We'll talk
thanks,
to you.
guys.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
Monday, Reading
Yeah.
Terminal. You around?
Okay. Yes, I actually am around. Yes.
Good. He's got free time now.
Come on
Yes.
in.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
I'm there.
Great. Mike Sielski, the great columnist from the Inquirer. Take a quick break, tell you about Cosmos, and then La Brain. I think the Brain had a recital for his stepdaughter today.
He did.
Man, it's
He just
recital
got
season.
back. He just got back
He
from
just got back to break. So we got to ask him his review.
Recital season it is.
Yeah. All right, let's take a quick TO, VG. We'll come back. Cosmos and the Brain.
All right, let's talk about TrueMark. Parents, the holidays are here. Perfect time to teach your kids a little something about money, and Greenlight makes it easy. Greenlight's the all-in-one money app and debit card made just for families. It helps kids learn to spend wisely, save for what matters, and build smart money habits, all while you're calling the plays. Here's the best part. TrueMark Financial Credit Union members get a free custom card and their free Greenlight subscription. And that's a $79.99 value. Not a member yet? That's not a problem. You can open an account online or at any of TrueMark's 24 branch locations to score this exclusive offer. With Greenlight, you'll get real-time spending alerts, easy controls, and instant on-off switch for your kids' cards. Plus, kids can earn on their savings and manage chores and allowances right there in the app. So make this holiday season a win. Visit TrueMark.com/Greenlight for all the details and get started today, because there's nothing more important than teaching your kids some financial responsibility. TrueMark Financial Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. And let's talk about Elkins. Elkins Chevrolet, run by three brothers, real brothers, and big sports fans. This holiday season, they're making sure you get a deal that will feel just as good as a win. They've got a big inventory of Chevy trucks and SUVs, and there's no better time to grab one at a price that won't last, whether it's going to the game, going to work, hitting the holiday road. You roll into the new year in the perfect ride at the perfect price. Elkins Chevrolet, they're real brothers. They're in the shop all day, every day. They're handing out real deals, and they got a whole lot of honking good service going on. It's Elkins Chevrolet. It's Route 73 South in Marlton, New Jersey. Really easy to get to. Right over the bridge, hop on 73, and you're there. And you can shop now at elkinschevrolet.com. You know what we like to say with Elkins Chevrolet. Hey, together, let's drive. elkinschevrolet.com.
All right. The 12 Days of Cosmos.
Real quick, before we get into that, a lot of people are asking about the time for tomorrow's show. So we are going to be live at the Wanamaker building tomorrow from 12 to 2.
We can sleep in a little late after the party tonight. Nice. Yeah.
12 and 2, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
At the Wanamaker building, the light show. We're going to show the light show. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man.
Awesome.
All right. We're really looking forward to it. So if you're in town, come by. Otherwise, you're gonna love it. We're gonna show we're gonna be where we're set up. You're gonna see the light show.
Gonna feel just like a kid all over again.
Yeah, I can't wait. So we're gonna have some fun with it. All right, the 12 Days of Cosmos, brought to us by our good friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. So I love this stuff, right? I tell you about it all the time. There's a different item every week.
Yeah.
I mean, every
Every
day
day.
of the 12 days.
Yeah.
We were there. Here we go. Today, look at this. This is for the kids. And these are the Air Force. Look at these kicks, man.
Love the Air Force Ones.
They're the best. Oh, my
They're all
God.
done up. They got some pretty
Bottom ones are
elaborate
pretty
patterns
cool. They're
on
like,
there.
remind me of the Matrix.
Yeah.
You know, like the
bottom
the
ones,
text
yeah, I
coming
like-
down on
yeah,
the
they're
black
cool.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah, these are the Nike Air Force Ones are fantastic.
What other shoes got a song?
Very cool,
Right?
man.
Nelly, Air Force Ones?
Yeah.
That's
they're,
true.
They're awesome. So my only problem is I got two kids with monster feet. Like, they're not kids. So Anthony wears a size 13. And Mosmo
Bigger
was
than my foot.
Me too.
So I'm between I'm about 12 and a half.
Yeah.
Like almost 13.
I'm a 12, yeah.
Like at 12 and a half, I'm good. Like fits perfect. He's a 13 and Mosmo's an 11 and he's 12. So he's almost at his birthday. He's like, Daddy, I'm 11. I'm wearing 11. So I don't get the break on the kids' shoes. And the way they're growing, I whatever.
I'm the opposite. Pagan has tiny feet. So we can sometimes buy her the large girls and save a bunch of money.
That's awesome, man.
So I may be getting her a pair of Air Force Ones for Christmas.
That's a great idea.
Over
Look at
the
those
eggs.
pink ones. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect. That's a good idea. All right. Time now. Don't forget Dick's Sporting Goods. Give the gift of sport this holiday season. Time now for our man. Oh, the Xfinity Mobile call-in line. La Brain.
Brain. Red, the brain finder.
So Brain had a recital looking sharp. How was the recital this morning?
You know, it's funny, and it was actually good. The productions of these shows have gotten better. I was, dare I say, I was impressed. It was actually good. I enjoyed it. Had a good time singing those Christmas songs on the way back. Yeah. It was nice.
Wow. Give out a good review by the Brain.
Yeah, way to go, Brady, because all these parents here, they've been crapping on their kids' productions.
No, this was actually good. This was not bad. I would tell you if it was not, it was actually good, and I enjoyed it.
That's fantastic. Good for you, man. That's great. We love it. All right, buddy.
It was a nice day.
There also could be the fact that he watches nothing but sports and doesn't know what a good production is. Maybe he's just like, oh, this is great.
Nah,
Because
he
all
went
he does
through
is
it.
watch ball games.
This is his second time around. He went through it with his kids, like, 20 years ago.
Got a little bit of a brain freeze right now. Your connection.
Yeah, you're listen.
My Wi-Fi.
Your Wi-Fi is not good. Can we?
It's a good face he's frozen on. He looks happy. He looks like he just ripped a bong or something.
Let's,
the way he's looking there.
Yeah, let's reconnect, Brain.
Yeah,
Exactly.
He looks euphoric.
All right.
Brain, reconnect, Brain. Yeah. Yeah.
He was like,
He's like, yeah.
he really enjoyed that recital.
He was all fired up. He was like, yeah. the
He's like
recital was
glowing
great.
from this
He was
recital.
jumping up for that recital.
Oh my God, the recital was
Reindeer
fabulous.
games.
It was unbelievable. What a production. It's going to be reviewed in a long time.
In his neighborhood, there's probably crazy special effects. They probably do have like a Broadway director coming in.
The Santa's cookies.
Yeah, right? It gets reviewed by the New York Times.
By the Mar-a-Lago Times. Where's he at? West Palm Beach Times?
Yeah. Palm Beach Post.
Yeah.
The Palm Beach Post is reviewing.
I used to know every newspaper in every town.
Really?
Des Moines Register. Like I could tell you, Cleveland Plain Dealer. Like I could tell you all these different, because I applied to them all.
Tampa.
So it's the Tampa Times.
All right.
The Tampa Times.
All right, I think we got him here.
Any better?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stepped outside in the beautiful Florida sun.
What's the weather? What's
yeah,
the
because my
temperature?
Wi-Fi is not working in my house.
It's freezing in here.
Dude, it's freezing in the studio.
Yeah, it's probably 79 and sunny here.
Oh,
God,
man,
it's
that's like perfect.
I know.
Yeah. It is.
All right, Brain.
Actually feels nice.
Let's dive into it. Tomorrow we got Seahawks and Rams, the rematch. You're a big Seahawk man.
Yep. You know what I'm going to say, Anthony. You can, as a great writer, you can write what I'm going to say. You don't even need me to say it, but I'm going to say it. But you already know the answer. Everyone and their grandmother has the Rams ranked as the best team in football. There's no one I know that doesn't. Everyone has them ranked first, except me. I have them ranked second. I think Seattle is better. Although I will tell a quick story, Anthony. I made my largest bet of the year. Hand on the Bible. I can show you the ticket. Largest bet of the year. I had Seattle plus 825. I'm sorry, Colts plus 825 to beat Seattle. I had this epiphany. Swear to God, under oath, I said it's going to be 17-16. Colts are going to win. I just know it. They're going to beat them, but it's going to be a low-scoring, slobber-knock game, and they're just going to play well defensively. It's going to be 17-16. That's going to be the exact score. 17-16 Colts. I got over 8-1 odds, and the guy Groupie kicks that 60-yard field goal. I was Mary Lou Retton doing cartwheels. You'd be like, I didn't know you were that athletic. And then I'm just like, who won the game for them was the coach called 3 timeouts. McDonald was so smart. He called those 3 timeouts, which they got no one mentioned it. No other coach calls those timeouts there. He knew that he needed to give his team time instead of just letting the clock run out, which every other coach would have done. And they would have kicked the 60-yard field goal last play of the game. There was just enough time, and it was, anyway. But I do think for this particular game.
Well, I'm sure you had that. You had them plus the points. You backed it up, right?
I did have them plus the points. I literally broke exactly even on the game, but it would have been my biggest. I think it literally been my biggest career hit. But With those
Seven
odds,
figures?
it would have been no, but well into the sixes. Yeah. But anyway, it was
Brain, hang in 1 second. Oh, wow. We're in OT, overtime in the city.
Oh, there you go.
All right, overtime. Make sure if you're watching any of our fine platforms, you check us out on YouTube and like and subscribe. Like, subscribe. We need it. Chat, like and subscribe, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Ta. All right, my man.
Well
No
into
Devontae
six
Adams, Anthony.
figures.
Probably no Devontae Adams.
Well into it.
Yes, well into it. No Devontae Adams, in my opinion, from what I understand. Okay. Look, I still can't stop thinking about that first game. And I know, trust me, I get the Sam Darnold thing. I understand it. I've lived it. That first game, he had 5 turnovers, and they literally beat, and they missed, and Myers hasn't missed kicks since, missed a long field goal in the last play of the game. 5 turnovers, none for the Rams, and they beat them by 1 point. Okay. I just think, again, we've watched this Rams team run roughshod over the league with their offense. I think they're in for a rude awakening, and I just don't think they're going to be able to have that kind of success in Seattle. I think it'll be a close game. I think it'll be very close. But again, just to me, I'm making this line Seattle -2.5. I took +1.5. I think Seattle's going to win a close game. Now they probably will blow it in week 18 versus the 49ers and like the game to get the number 1 seed. I already can see that in advance. But this particular game, I think they'll find a way to win.
I agree with you. I think they win the game, and I actually think they can win with some margin. I think the Rams are good, right? I mean, obviously, I had the Rams ranked number 1, the whole thing.
Yeah, everyone knows.
But in this game, now what with Devontae Adams, he's not going to play.
No, I'll make a call. I don't think he plays the rest of the season until the playoffs.
Right.
Why would they? It just doesn't make any sense. For that injury, that's the injury that always gets re-aggravated, right?
Exactly.
We already know this. It's not like
you don't play him.
Right.
I agree. The first game, lost in all the interceptions where they were in the game. That game was a close game, right?
Do you know why they got the punter at the end of the game knocked the ball out at the 1 yard line? So they had to start at their own half-yard line on that last drive, and they got to like the 40-yard line, and he missed a 57-yarder at the end. But again, they actually, if it wasn't for that great punt, let's say they're at the 20, then instead of being at the 57-yard field goal, it's a 37-yard field goal potentially. So, that was, look, again, that game, if everyone watched that game, Seattle destroyed them. Now, again, doesn't mean they're going to destroy them this game, but again, I think you've seen this Rams team continually put up a ton of points. But I think this is a much different game. Plus, the weather's supposed to be really cold, potential snow. Stafford's just not going to have that kind of game. He's just not going to throw for 350 and 4 touchdowns. He's just not going to be that kind of game. I think Seattle wins a close game. But I think I just like their defense very much, Anthony. I really do.
So I'm with you on this game, too. And I want to point out the Carolina game, right?
Yep.
There's been other games where the Carolina game stands out, but the Niners, they'll have their moments where
they're not unbeatable, Anthony.
Yes, they are.
They're not unbeatable. They're not unbeatable. And they played a Detroit team that, listen, Anthony, let's be honest. Moss-Mode throws, 225 against them?
Yeah.
I mean, Detroit right now defensively is a sieve. I mean, they can't do anything. And so I remember I said to you in the air, I go, if I had to pick a game that would be the highest scoring game of the year, I go, this would be my matchup, which is why I bet the over. I go, I would pick, because I don't know they're never going to stop the Rams.
They can't.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
And I know Detroit's good enough to score a lot.
Yeah.
And so, I'm not going to give them props for pounding a team that has 10
this
defensive
has got all
starters
the earmarks. The close game against the Colts, the other side blowout against Detroit. It's got the sucker written all over. Short week, home. I love Seattle. That could be my play of the year.
Well, I'm not going to go that far for me, but again, I bet it. I like it. But I do think Seattle.
I actually love them.
I'm not going there.
I love them.
I do love this week's card, though. I have a lot of big bets this week for me. This was happened to be a pretty big bet slate for me. There are a lot of games I liked quite a bit.
Oh yeah, give us.
Which we'll get into a lot tomorrow night for sure.
We will, but give us a couple of them for the people today.
Okay. I don't, for the life of me, I don't understand the Ravens Patriots line. I understand the Ravens beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I get it. The Bills made a great comeback against the Patriots. It was a really good game. Could have gone either way. Getting 3 points? Are you kidding me? If I was offered $1 trillion to pick the winner of the game, I would easily pick New England.
I agree.
I think Baltimore's getting.
I love Baltimore in that game
because what, you like Baltimore?
I mean, I'm sorry, New England. New England.
Yeah. Okay. Right. I like New England.
Yeah.
I think again. I think they're going to win the game. I think it'll probably be close, but getting 3 points, I think the chances of Baltimore winning that game by margin are very slim to me. I think if Baltimore wins, it'll be between 1-6, somewhere 1-4. I think it's going to be a close game. New England is very, very good. They're not just going to get in there and get their what's kicked in. They've been better. They've been more consistent all season. What has Baltimore done? I mean, okay,
I agree.
They beat the Bengals. I can't celebrate that and treat it like it's winning the Super Bowl. Baltimore all year has been treated this unbeatable team, and they're not.
I'm completely with you. I like the Lions to roll the Steelers this week too. At home,
Anthony, I hear you.
Gibbs is going to have a monster. Pittsburgh can't stop the run.
But Anthony, what I like more in that game, I like the over again. I don't trust this Lions defense, Anthony, as far as I could throw them. I mean,
is Kenny Gainwell out of the backfield.
I got to tell you something. I was actually very happy, and I got to tell you something. I'm glad you mentioned that name, Gainwell, because I always rooted for Eagle. I always have a soft spot for, and I really liked what Rodgers said after the game. I don't know if you caught it, guys. He goes, "My goal here is to get Kenny Gainwell paid." He goes, "I always thought he was a really good, solid player for the Eagles. Every time he came in, decent stuff happened. I don't know about that, but he's like, this guy, he's been, by the way, after Metcalf, he's been their second best player this year. And he goes, what we got him for league minimum, he goes, my goal is to get this guy a nice payday. And I just thought it was nice that a guy like Aaron Rodgers singled him out, trying to raise awareness. Maybe Gainwell's trying, signed for league minimum. Guy's obviously never had a huge payday. It would be nice if he could get, whatever. I just thought it was nice that Rodgers said something nice about a guy that, is kind of a,
I agree with
superstar name.
Yeah.
But I don't trust it. I don't trust at all the Lions. If the Lions defense had anything, I agree with you. But to win, I just cannot trust that team to win by margin, Anthony, because I don't trust them to get any stops. I watched Jameis Winston. That's when I learned. It was funny.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Pittsburgh just has nobody on the outside. They got nobody. DK isn't fast.
Well, Metcalf.
DK's not fast.
I understand. I just don't trust that team to get stops. That's
fair
for me. But I do think they'll have success offensively. I agree. The Lions, I think, will score in the 30s. I'm with you on that.
I think Gibbs goes bananas. 3 touchdowns. One of those crazy games.
Certainly could. I mean, again, Pittsburgh's defense is no great shakes. By the way, you see that? I heard you talking about our favorite quarterback was benched.
Yes, Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins will start.
Well, let me give you the 11th commandment. That ain't solving anything.
No.
Okay.
No.
I may not know much. And I will welcome any people laughing at me. Quinn Ewers ain't solving anything.
No.
He is horrible. That is not going to work itself out at all. I was actually surprised because if you watch that game, it's funny. I almost had an epic loss. One of my biggest prop bets of the year was 2 under 28.5 pass attempts. With 10 minutes to go in the game, he was 6 of 10. And he landed on 28 because he passed the last 18 plays. But he went 22 of 28 for 265. I'm like, there's plenty of other games to attack him other than a day where he went 22 of 28 for 260. I'm not saying he played well, and I know it was all in garbage time, but I was just a little surprised, although I think Tua stinks.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah, I do too.
At the end of the day, So,
anybody
example
else stand out to you?
All that money. Yeah, Anthony, it's funny. It's been playing really, really well right now. And I mean, when I say well, for them, but they're playing competitive. They're playing tough going against a team that to me is the worst team in the NFL. Who's worst team in the NFL right now? We have the same team, right? Jets.
Yeah.
I think it's the Jets. I think the Jets have the least pulse of any team in the NFL. New Orleans, and I got to give them credit or whatever it is, since they made the quarterback change, it's been a completely different team. Yeah, it really has. And again, I'm not saying it's an interesting dilemma they're going to have. If they have a top 5 pick, I probably would keep the guy. He's actually played well. I don't think anyone really thought much of him when he got drafted, and they kind of got
Well, he's older. He's
criticized.
like 26, 25.
Right. And he kind of got really criticized for that pick, but he's played well. They're laying 4 points against the Jets at home. I'm going to call. I don't think they win by 4. I think they win this game by 2 touchdowns. I think they feel good. They're playing well against a Jet team to me that has nothing. When I say nothing, I mean squadouche. They don't have anything. And
you got Brady Cook.
Yeah, him versus Quinn Ewers. That'll be that. I'd make that one pick 'em. But outside of that, again, I actually think I get why the line's low because it's the Saints. I get it. But I always say again, it's right now, this exact second, this Saints team, their power rating has to go up because, and listen, this is someone who had a huge bet on the Saints unders this year, but they're playing a lot better now. And again, if you want to be consistent, you want to be right. Saints right now, not a god-awful team. The Jets are 4 points too low.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. Anything else you got for the audience?
That's what I'm trying to think. There actually is. I'm trying to. You'd have to read the games because I can't look at my computer.
What do you got?
outside
NBA?
Right now, but,
is that it? What do you got? NBA?
The NBA. I'll give you Nick Vucevic over 7.5 rebounds. It should be 8.5. That's the edge when he lands on 8. Like, man, that felt good. I bet that was my biggest prop bet of the night in terms of the association. He should be 8.5, and they made it 7.5, so it's 1 too low. Got to tell you, it's interesting. The Knicks, that was a pretty good win last night. I actually did watch some of that game. Knicks are playing well. Spurs, obviously, they're going to be really good with Wemby coming back. But I mean, look, I don't know like the NBA Cup's what's been the huge success they were hoping it to be, but I ended up watching some of it. I have to admit.
Yeah, I watched Flyers last night, and then I watched Jacksonville State in the bowl game.
Yeah, that was actually that was Jacksonville State had a good year this year.
I'm sorry, like football. This NBA Cup, I just hate it.
It's obviously I get it. Yeah. I'm not. Well, yeah. No, listen. Again, I really do like. Again, the Sixers to me are actually at least the arrow is pointing up, and they're like at least fun to watch again. Which to me like. Yeah, he's played well. Listen, you know what? You said it, Anthony. I'll give you. You said probably at least 10 times I've been on the show with you. You said I think he could be a really nice contributing role player, not the superstar player, but like a good player who's contributing. That's exactly what he's been. Exactly what you said is what he's doing, which is, listen, at the end of the day, anytime you get a good productive player, I don't care if he's quote unquote overpaid, he's still playing well. It's just, again, I don't think we're ever going to see that consistency from Embiid, but I love watching Maxey. I love watching Edgecombe. I like watching this team. I think they're a fun team. And I enjoy watching them, which is a heck of a lot more I can say than it was last year.
I agree. I'm with you. Great stuff as always, La Brain. Tomorrow night.
Look forward to tomorrow night, my friend.
Hey, can we start earlier tomorrow night? I have a basketball game.
Yeah, what time?
That I'm coaching.
Yeah, what time?
Like 5:30.
What time?
Like 5:30.
Done.
Yeah.
Done.
Can we do
All
that?
right. Appreciate you both.
Well, we gotta have to hustle. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But
Anthony, anytime you need.
Thanks, buddy. We have our
All right,
first
I'll see you
home
guys
game
tomorrow.
of the season tomorrow night. St.
What's the line?
Margaret's
What's the line?
against
What's the line?
Catholic Partnership. I think
What's
it's
the line?
A pick. We won our first
VG,
game.
who you going with?
Listen, I think we should win. It's a home game.
All right.
We had a good practice. We had a real good practice Monday night. So a Catholic Partnership out of Camden is good. They're a good team.
Okay.
They got good length. But I like our squad. So I'm going to go with us.
Picking you guys by 6. Going with you guys by 6.
Thank you. St. Margaret's
56
by
50.
6. I love it. Thank you, Brain. You're the
Be good.
best.
Appreciate you guys both.
See you, buddy. La Brain. Yeah, we got a big game tomorrow night, 7:45.
All right. You want to go home and watch some tape after the party tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The kids are good. I was telling you the other day, like I love doing it. I do love it. Nova. And then
Hey, they announced, I guess, a little while ago, Tyson Forrester, 5 months now. He's getting surgery. He thought it was going to be 2 to 3 months. So he's probably done.
Yeah.
Unless they make a deep playoff.
Well, no, he's gone.
Yeah,
he's done. We get some nugs?
Yes. So I want to start. Let's see. Let's start the NBA Cup because we hate the NBA Cup, right? Knicks win. They're celebrating, and Josh Hart goes a little crazy here on the left. He does something.
Whoa!
Oh, my man, that's celebration on the stage. The old thumb digging in the, in the keister. What?
Hello.
What? Who is that? Josh Hart?
Josh Hart. He has now responded on X platform saying it's AI.
Oh, yeah. AI.
What?
That looked like AI. I didn't see
It was
the,
AI?
I didn't see a sixth finger on that
Do
hand.
that again.
I did.
Oh, my God.
Here it goes. Doink.
Yeah. That's 5 fingers on that hand.
Outrageous.
Was he the dice man? So I was at the bank, and I got my thumb.
I'm not a big Christmas sweater guy per se myself. I got to hand it to Queens University coach or Queens College, Grant Leonard, because he knew he was going to get smoked against number 14 Arkansas, and he wore a holiday sweater that says "Gangsta Rapper."
Dude, that's awesome.
He got destroyed. Well,
That's awesome. That is
it's a guy who does not care.
Dude, that's great. That's the rapper with a W. Oh,
He's getting smoked on TV.
that's awesome. Oh, good for that. I love that.
Yeah.
Christopher VG's Nugs brought to us by Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
All right, now this one is a little rough. I had to save it to the end. This comes from my brother-in-law, Pete. He likes to shop at Goodwill. So that's where he does. I'm not a big thrift vintage guy. I'm a little weirded out by.
You can find some good
clothes.
stuff.
Yeah, you can.
There's certain things you don't want to buy, like shoes and different things. A little weird.
So he's in King of Prussia's Goodwill 29.
Someone's shorts.
Hanging up on a hanger. They should never be in the building.
No.
should be-
Underwear is a violation.
First of all, they still
beyond
make those
violation.
tidy whities. They're like vintage 1980s tidy whities.
They're like
They're
little
like
stretch.
Andy Reid's.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a double XL right there.
So whoever's running that Goodwill out there at King of Prussia's, come on, man. Let's have a filter. Some things just can't make it through the
The tax is medium. No way.
Oh, my God. That's bad.
yeah.
That's rough. He said rough. That is rough. My God.
He did not buy them. He just took a picture.
Yeah, that's good stuff. All right. Time now to go back in the day.
Yeah. I'll go back.
We're going back. We're going back. We're going back. Back in the day with True Mark. Oh, yeah.
This is just a simple photo. I saw it on the internet. Instantly made me think like, oh, man, I remember those days. And I'm coming off Hawaii, a little Hawaiian punch. I guess the algorithm came up. Do you remember back in the day when it looked like this? When we had that can opener?
Oh, my God. Yes.
Russell with the metal can and the can opener.
Wow.
You had to do the 2 holes to get the airflow.
Yeah.
Look
Look
at
at
that
that.
lid. It looks like tetanus.
It is tetanus.
It looks just like tetanus.
Well, you know what
up
they
there.
would do? Like those cans, those lids like that, like if you would have to, they'd slice you sometimes.
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
soup, all that.
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Oh, that was nasty. They'd say you gotta get a tetanus shot.
My mom used to get the concentrate juice that you would put in like the freezer or something.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you'd
yeah, yeah,
open
yeah.
it up just like that, you know?
Yeah.
The Welch's or whatever it was.
Yeah. I was not
Juicy fruit.
a Hawaiian punch kid.
Oh, I dug the Hawaiian punch.
I didn't like punch.
I like.
Oh, I
I
love
never
punch.
liked punch.
I like the Hawaiian punch, but I preferred like the Ecto Cooler High C over the Hawaiian punch.
It's funny. I never drank any of that stuff.
Really?
The only thing I would drink was we were water freaks. Well, I just said about water. We were water freaks.
Yeah.
And my cousin and I, like, you know, we had the ice, like, you know,
Yeah.
with the old tray.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then other than that, we like lemonade. Like my mother would make homemade lemonade,
Mhm.
and that was it.
Man, we drank no straight water when I was a kid.
None.
Soda
What?
or
Really?
juices, yeah.
Oh man. No, we
Yeah,
would do like the Kool-Aid, you know, you get
Nah,
the
I didn't like
packet
the
and make
Kool- I
that.
didn't
We'd always
like
do that
it.
at like grandmom's.
I didn't like any of that. Cherry, grape, orange.
Oh, we loved it.
You know, once in a while, like our treat was like a Coke.
Oh,
Like
we
a
always
pot- like
had
Coke.
the 2 liters of Pepsi or
Did
Coke.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the root beer.
Oh, and that powdered iced tea.
Oh
I didn't do that
yeah,
either.
the Lipton. Like the
Lipton,
Lipton
like
powder.
C,
It's
any
so
of those.
funny. I
Every
never
time you
liked
open the
iced
lid, you
tea.
cough because it was just like a run in your face.
I never did ask. I never liked it.
Well, you're
To this
probably
day, I
better
don't
off.
like it.
You're probably better off, man.
I'm trying to think now.
I love juice.
Even now, do you like juice?
I love juice.
Even
Fruit
orange
punch.
juice.
Yeah.
I'm a big fruit punch.
Are you?
Tahitian treat. You ever have that one?
I mean, the only thing I drank, the first time I had juice like that was jungle juice.
There you go.
I got some grain at the house. Maybe we'll make some for tonight.
Here you go.
There you go.
A little
Yeah.
jungle juice.
Jungle juice. We go back to college here.
You got grain. What are you doing with grain?
Nothing. I do nothing with it. The
it just-
pagan uses it for
Oh,
something with our
spells?
herbs and stuff.
Tinctures and stuff. Yeah, my mom does it. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
always
wow.
got.
We got a lot of grain.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because my mom makes the tinctures and things, the sprays, and she uses that as like a base, I
I
guess.
don't know what they use it for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Little grain action. That's going to do it for us. Everybody, have a great day, man. Chat, you guys are the best. Love you guys. Hey, don't forget tomorrow, 12 to 2 from the Wanamaker building. We're going to get Philadelphia. Philadelphia holidays, man.
Yeah, I can't
All right? This is going to be fun. So join us tomorrow. And if you can't get there, we're going to show the light show. So it's going to be right there. You get to watch it. It's going to be fun. Check it out. All right? We love you guys. We'll see you in the morning.
We all silly like the mayor.